Okay, so welcome once again to the platform. Before I start, Ganaba, do you have anything to say before we start the whole thing?
No, we can start.
Okay, Madam Vic.
No, I'm okay. Go ahead.
All right. So first of all,
Now rest is off. Canaba, can you hear me? Hello?
yeah. So I'm going to play a clip, then we react to the clips. Can you guys hear me though?
I can hear you now. You were off for a short while.
Yeah,
But just
I think it was the network.
oh dear. Okay.
Okay, so we are going to start by we are going to start with this clip, and let me know what you think about you know.
So if you want to learn how to travel without issue, without spending much, just follow us as we are going to Ghana. One by one, I will be showing you how it works. You understand? You don't have to pay anybody. So that's now. If you get here, what you do see, just where I am, I'm still in Togo, so I'm crossing to Ghana right now. So if you have your passport, you walk this way. You know, nobody will disturb you. Just walk through straight to immigration. They will stamp it and you pass. Then if you don't have it, what you do is just come and follow this way. Before you by the right, you will see where Okada people are. They will pick you to Ghana and you pay them. It's just more money. 20 cedis. Don't pay more than 20 Ghana cedis. They will drop you where you cannot enter as Accra.
Are you guys okay, or do you want me to replay it again?
No, I'm happy. I just who do you want to start? That's the question.
Oh, Madam Vic, you can start.
Are you sure Ghana, but you happy with that?
Yeah.
Go.
I mean, I watched that. I really when you were playing it, I didn't want to listen to it again. I watched it earlier, and
Okay.
I'm ask I'm asking myself that what are we doing? What is the purpose of this man standing there giving people directions how to get into the country? For what? What is his purpose? And somebody like this, I was thinking security for friend no normal question. No. Edi anoye okrum ho. Edi adwuma pɔtee no ɔyɛ a wakɔgyina hɔ frɛ nkurɔfoɔ sɛ ɔmomfa kwan wei so na ɔmomfa nwura kurom hɔ. Wɔn nyinaa no ɔmoyɛ threat to us. And so Bia is doing nothing. Adwuma I mean, you must have a purpose or a reason or a job or a BB. But as far as I can tell from what he's doing, his sole aim is to direct people to take this route and that route to get to A to B. What is the purpose of him doing that? I still can't work it out.
Mm.
We're gonna back and continue
But
because
do you think it's okay, like what he was saying, giving tips like if you have a passport, you go to the immigration and all that. But if you don't have a passport, you can as well go to the motor riders, that's the Okada, and with just 20 Ghana cedis, they will help you cross the border.
gosh, until I make us when we put some mechanic tree, not the Ghana phony beat here. Until I make us also more kind of security for the channel. I was so much because I didn't oil or for some and Kobumra. What's the American? And now,
Yeah.
is so blazing. In Nam one of the Ghana, no, police for no immigration, how many sankrofo na ye adwuma. Omo ye adwuma on mine no. Ghana police is a mutia, Ghana immigration is a mutia, Ghana politicians no mutia. Money sankrofo mo na ye adwuma etia Ghana mine no. Mo say service e kwa bia man kono sa man nke e beti no. Nke e beti no. Enti police for no what be ye well they ati wo mu hu ye. Wo mu hu ye. Wo mu ne wo mu se si ade wo se nyina Ghana for ye ditu say ye police any immigration. Omo ni we mu na ye adwuma. Me de mo kan no.
All right, Ghana ba.
Well, if you look at it and then you listen to what he's saying and what we've been hearing so far, we live in a failed country with a failed system. I think one of your videos somewhere in March or April, there was this gentleman who lives in Nigeria. He was talking, and I heard from him saying sometimes when he gets to the border, he stays there about 3 hours, and then he'll be looking at what these people are doing, the immigration officers are doing. They collect 5 cedis from them, and then they allow them to go, just like that. What we are doing is, I don't have even words to describe it. You see, security-wise, it's not good to allow everybody to come in. I think I even made an audio. Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us? Ghana, can you hear us?
No, Mama, what's going on?
Okay,
Ghana, please go on.
Okay, I think I made an audio to you before that these people who are coming in, we don't know who they are, where they come from. You see, we have the whole West African sub-region on fire. We have these jihadist insurgents in Mali, Niger, Burkina, just next door to us. And then we have Nigerians also who are fighting Boko Haram. And so, why should the Ghana Immigration Service, the Ghana government, and the committee that is in charge of our security allow such a thing to go on, to open our borders so wide to allow everybody to come in? We live in a failed state with a failed system, and so it's very unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate.
Okay, Angie.
Yes. Hi. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Angie.
Yeah. We hope you're doing great.
Yeah, I'm doing well. How about you?
Yeah, I'm also doing great. But since you came in late, let me replay the video so you know what we are talking about.
Okay.
So if you want to learn how to travel without issue, without spending much, just follow us as we are going to Ghana. One by one, I will be showing you how it works. You understand? You don't have to pay anybody. So that's now. If you get here, what you see, just where I am, I'm still in Togo, so I'm crossing to Ghana right now. So if you have your passport, you will walk this way. If nobody will disturb you, just walk through straight to immigration. They will stamp it and you pass. Then if you don't have it, what you do is just come and follow this way. Before you by the right, you will see where Okada people are. They will pick you to Ghana and you will pay them. It's just more money, 20 cedis. Don't pay more than 20 Ghana cedis. They will drop you where you cannot enter Accra.
So if you have a passport, there is a place to go. If you don't have a passport, you can just pick the Okada boys, pay them just 20 cedis, and illegally you enter Ghana.
Yeah, in this case, do we have to blame the trotro or bus or whatever driver? No. We have to blame our leaders. We have to blame our immigration. We have to blame our people because it's not their fault. If I want to go to US and the door is open like this, what am I going to wait? What am I going to wait for? I would just go. Yeah, so like we've been saying that our leaders have failed us. It is true. And they know that these people, they are so heartless and wicked that when they come to your country, they try to be bossy, they try to kill your people. Yahoo. There was a time Yahoo people, the young guys, like teenagers, Nigerians, all of them were Nigerians. And then about 300 or so, if I'm right, they were holding laptop and all that in one room. You see? So how come these kids or these young people were able to, get a chance to, come to Ghana? So the door is open for everyone. But at least these people that when they come to your country, they come and destroy the country. Instead of our leaders to open their eyes so that they can, check the borders, immigrations and all that, especially our police. Our police are very, very bad people. They are the people, collecting bribes and all that from them. I heard Mr. Asante was saying just 5 Ghana cedis. They are so useless. This how can you take a bribe just 5 Ghana cedis and let the strangers, the people that we think we know, but we don't know them, to come into your country and kill your own people? They are aimless. They have no any common sense. This time we are not going to, talk like we're going to respect them because they don't need respect. They don't need it. When you give respect to them, they will never accept it. So we are not ready to give them, any respect. So how can you allow people, the criminal people like Nigerians, to enter your country like this? The door is open for them. Wherever they pass to come to Ghana is for free. So me, I'm not going to blame this guy, the bus driver or the truck driver or whatever he called himself. I blame our own people, our police, our immigration, our leaders. That's why the other time I was saying that Nana Akufo-Addo too, has to be blamed. Because they have something called cabinet meeting. They don't know that Nana Akufo-Addo doesn't have an advisor. So if he can see, he can hear. And he is the one that can, get up and say something. Say, I don't want these people to come to my country, or I don't want foreigners who will come to my country and destroy. But I want foreigners who will come to my country and bring value. The word value, that's what we need. So that the country can, move on. But these people have come to destroy the country. And now the door is open for them. Which country is this? Which country's door is open like this? Except only Ghana. And then when they come in, they kill our people and nobody will talk about it. So they have the guts to call Ghanaians Mumu, Jimmy for. Because what they are doing in our country, we can never, practice the same thing in their country. So they sit down and ask themselves, why are they mumu? These people are mumus.
Let me just add. Yesterday I came across a YouTuber, it's a Nigerian YouTuber, and she was saying that she went to their national identification card to get national identification, and the treatment that they were giving to foreigners, she was even she could not believe it. He said they were really harsh with them. The treatment,
Yeah,
because
I think I saw it was one lady like that.
yes. She said they
Uh-huh.
were very harsh with them. But Ghana is welcome. Ghana, because Ghanaians are the most kindest people on earth. Just like Ghana Bay is saying, there's so much security issues going on all around us. And unfortunately, a lot of the criminals in Nigeria, when they commit criminal, they run to Ghana as a safe haven. There is
Yeah.
record of that. There is facts. And our police, I have to blame the police. And I have to accept it that in this instance, we have a failed state called Ghana. We have a failed state called Ghana. The police have failed. The immigration have failed. The politicians have failed. The ordinary Ghanaians who also help people to commit and do all these things, they're also failing everybody. So it's a failed state. If somebody can go on social media and tell people that we failed because it's a sea and so big first place almost by Ghana. Yeah, almost safe haven. Because you were here what or no catch Ghana mind how to conduct our affairs, and everybody is happy with that. Or could TV station so or could journalists for no direct to how he wants to Ghana to deal with other criminals or people flouting our laws, and the journalist says nothing. Or him for ono sie oso akoya hemfufuo nyina ho akohia wo mo ene wo makasa na wo hene no ye de wotena so se okohwe ahofo anasa wo hwe ekroman ohene no people sa woti akonwa ne so ne sai omo meka nkire ye she said the Angie Kano say we're not going to joke. They are failing us all around.
Yeah.
They are failing us because in Crofo we mo be ya o kire wo mi this is a criminal bi pe ade obi a wakodi boni bi omo insurgency wo mo no for ebi no na mayi wo obi akodi boni bi a oni mo kwan obe person obi rem Ghana obi anya ne hwe no mo ba no mo di boni e krom ho no mo kidnap
Yeah, just like at the time of the NSAS, you know, the criminals amongst the protesters went and broke the prisons for the prisoners to, you know, should I say, for the prisoners to, you know, free themselves from, and when they escaped, it was Ghana they run to, and a whole lot of them were so like easily entered
South
Ghana,
Africans for
and all of a sudden it was all around the news that the jailbreakers have now relocated to Ghana and all that. So now the officials or the security agencies have to like start doing their search looking for. Meanwhile, this whole thing could have been prevented from the border.
It just breaks my heart.
Okay.
It breaks my heart. Now, how do you explain to say, I am
video playing here? When they managed to get in, what did they do? They gave them free access, free range to do what they want. Because Nigerian YouTubers will come on YouTube praising our police. Why? Ghana police is one of the most friendliest and the best. Even when you are stranded on the street, Ghana police will give you a ride home. And when you have an issue and you call Ghana police, they will tell you they don't have money for petrol, but they can give people who so-called are stranded on the street a ride home.
Imagine.
Think about it, Raj. Think about it. Think about what is happening. They are not there for them. For my man protection. For the omunya. And to say, only Pabonini be a berecronuma and found the areas baby organ say a no go area. Then we say, Nami no be cassa, or see quite pim hopper, or see so much wafa, or see sa. But pim all that tough way the only year you will have pim some of the most peaceful places in Ghana. Some of the most peaceful. The minute said there's an issue going on there. Also, all much wafa. I want no makogu. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Wow. So, Angie, you can continue, please.
Yeah. So, what I was saying, right now we have no any respect for them. We, the citizens, and those are the youth. We all have to come together and do it by force for ourselves, like Kenyans did, because the country is not for those call themselves your leaders or whatever. They are not experiencing what we are experiencing in people's country or people's countries. So as for now, no, we've been talking over it. Every day we talk about this. We are not happy. And our own country, we should allow foreigners to come and feel like um to come and feel happy in our own country, and the citizens are struggling, you know. So right now, if you are a citizen of Ghana, it is your responsibility to get up, because we are all going to fight this together. This battle, we have to fight together. We will never allow strangers, somebody like Nigerians. Everybody can go anywhere. Like the same thing one Nigeria was saying on YouTube, that Africa is for Africans. You can stay at anywhere. And then I sent her a message. I said, you are right. You can stay at anywhere you want, but you have to follow the rules in that country. That is how it works. You can't just, come from Nigeria to Ghana and come and misbehave yourself. And that is exactly what we are doing now. We have to try as much as possible to, get rid of them. We don't need them if they are good or bad, because we don't know the good ones and we don't know the bad ones. If when you talk, they will come out and say there's bad nuts. If they know the bad nuts among them, they should sit them down and talk to them. Okay, so we don't care. We don't know the good ones and the bad ones. All of them have to leave our country, because in 1983, when they were, asking our people to leave the country, they did not consider good or bad. They just tell all of them to go. You know. Yeah, so that's what I would say. We have to right now. No, the solution right now is to, be on our feet and ask them to leave our country without consulting any elder or any president or whatever, because they are not going to help Ghana. They're not going to help us. All they think is about money, 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 money. And when you check the money that they will give it to them, sometimes it's like 1,000 Ghana cedis, 2,000 Ghana cedis, and then they are destroying their own country. They don't think about the future leaders. They don't think about their own grandchildren, great grandchildren. So I don't blame Nigerians who are coming in, or the so-called Igbo king that parading himself in Ghana. But I blame our own people, especially the police people and the immigration. Yeah.
Okay. Vu, you're welcome.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
All right.
Thank
So
you.
before I come to you, let me go to Ganaba. Ganaba, Madam Vic was saying something like Ghana is a failed state and all that. But this same failed state, how come the Nigerians, like YouTubers, are praising it, making it look like it's heaven on earth and all that? Is it that we are the ones who can't see like what really is going on, or they are seeing what we are not seeing?
Well, I made that statement in my opening comments that Ghana is a first state. Now
Okay.
you are asking. We are saying Ghana is a failed state, but the Nigerians don't see it that way. They will not see it that way because we see it as a failed state. A failed state in the sense that people can just come in and do whatever they want and they go away. That's why we say it's a failed state. It is good for them because they can come in and do whatever they want, and then they go out and nobody will tell them anything. Police will not arrest them. Madam Vic was saying that we Ghanaians, we are the most kindest people. We are not the most kindest people. We are the most stupid people in Africa. We Ghanaians are the most
Isn't that too
stupid
harsh?
people. No, it's not too harsh. It's not too harsh. Look, somebody sent me something yesterday. I think this Sunny Media showcasing this Igbo festival in Kumasi.
Yeah.
Normally, I don't watch those things, but I usually go to the comment section to read what people are writing there. And most Ghanaians were actually praising what is going on in Kumasi. And there's this guy who says he lives in somewhere, I think, is it in Italy or US or something like that, and he's from Bono. If you ever listen to your program, you will notice, he will know that I'm talking about him. And he was saying, oh, I so much like this program. I'm from Bono. The Ashantis or the guys, they also celebrate their festival. I said, my brother, all you Ghanaians on this platform, on this Sunny so and so platform, praising these people, you are all stupid people. You are fools. If you are not fools, if Ghanaians are not foolish people, you will never praise such a thing going on there. I live in diaspora, and some people do celebrate their festivals, okay, but what they are doing in Ghana there is not what we do here in Europe or even in US. It's quite different. What they are doing there in Kumasi or in Accra means that they have taken over the country, and Ghana is for them. So they can do whatever they like. You see, I cannot come here in Germany and say I want to celebrate Akwasidaya here, and then I will take a fowl or a goat, bring the goat outside and kill it. In 5 minutes time, I'll be arrested by the police. In just 5 minutes, I'll be arrested by the police. And so if we allow people to be doing such things on our soil, it's only foolish people who will permit that. And we are the people. We Ghanaians are the people. This is not harsh, but is the reality. We are fools. We don't want to admit it. We are not kind, but we are foolish people to allow things like that to go on on our own soil, whereby they won't allow that on their soil. This is where the foolishness comes, not kindness. Thank you.
Rice, let me, let me, let me.
Quickly.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Let me just clarify. Why I said no, I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you, Ganaba. I said it in a, maybe I was being sarcastic when I said we say we are the most kindness. It's foolishness. You're right. You can't be that kind. It's foolishness beyond comprehension. I don't understand it. That's all I was trying to say. But maybe I said it in a way that people. I'm not saying that. What kind of kindness is that?
Yeah.
These people have intention of destroying you.
Mm-hmm.
And you said, well, I'm kind. That would accept them. There we go.
Yeah. And what, Rice, what I was going to say about what Mr. Asante just said, no. Sometimes when you see some comments, that comments are not Ghanaian. Sometimes Nigerians pretend to be a Ghanaian as, bringing that comment. Yeah. So sometimes not all the comments come from Ghanaians. Sometimes the comments are, Nigerians. Yeah.
Okay. There's a comment someone have made. That's African Queen. Okay. And Vuyo.
Mister, how are you
Yeah,
doing?
I'll need your help here. African Queen says Ghanaians are not stupid. They have great humanity. That's what we call Ubuntu here in SA. What's the meaning of the Ubuntu?
Rash, please let me just say something, right? You know, recently there
Yes.
was an issue in Kenya concerning this our own people again.
Uh,
Anyway, and then a Kenyan made this comment, and I was so my heart sank. A Kenyan, right? He said, "These Nigerians, do they think we are Ghanaians? Our reputation has superseded us, Rush. We are not Ghanaians." Means he's telling them that they're not going to have the patience of the Ghanaians as we are doing. That's what the person was referring to. It's a Kenyan that made that statement. He said, "These Nigerians, do they think we are Ghanaians? We are not Ghanaians." I said, "Oh my God." So people know all about us now. Come on.
okay, Will.
Man.
Will.
Yes, you were talking about the comment, right?
Yeah, what's the meaning of the Ubuntu?
Yes, what she's saying is right. Ubuntu. Ubuntu means humility. Like yes, like humility. I don't know how to put it. Like
Okay,
being kind to everyone, being kind to everyone, being nice. It's just being nice to everyone. That's called Ubuntu. We call it
okay,
Ubuntu in South Africa.
Hmm.
It is a Zulu name.
okay. It's a Zulu language.
Yes, it's a Zulu language, meaning that meaning humility, humility, like being nice to
Okay,
everyone, help each other as black people. That's the meaning. So what she's saying is totally correct. That Kenya, we live with Kenyans here. Kenyans are, you. I would say like your reputation is very good. You have a good reputation
okay. Thank you.
all over, not just South Africa, but yes. So
Thank you.
the problem is that what's happening. Like I think it was last week, they caught a Nigerian with a passport, with a Kenyan passport, committing crime with a Kenyan passport here in South Africa.
You see?
Oh, really?
Yes, they're using a
Wow,
passport
that's
to
good.
commit crime. Yes, they're using a passport to commit crime. You see how these people are. I don't understand these people. So now, because the world don't want Nigerians, they're restricting their visas. The people don't want Nigerians in their country. Now they want to destroy other people's reputation. Like yes, just like I've told you, like they're using Kenyan passport, South African passport to commit crime. Like you know that South Africa and Ghana have a visa free, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
We have a
Mm.
visa free. So they are using your passport. I was shocked. That Nigerian was using Kenyan passport. He was doing scam. He was scamming people with your passport. So
Wow.
I saw your video the other day. Even Philippines are complaining about Nigerians. Like I was surprised.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
I was surprised. So I don't know, man. These people, man. I don't understand these people, man. What's their problem? What's their problem? Why do they behave like this?
Wow.
You
So
see,
now
if
because
I,
they've
if I,
destroyed their now because
Okay.
they've destroyed their reputation, they want to destroy
Yeah.
ours also. Yes.
Yeah, Ghana, but you wanted to
okay,
say something.
yeah, I wanted to say something here, like what something to add to what Vuyo is saying. Vuyo is saying that Ghanaians are very humble, law abiding. Yes, it's true. And wherever we go, we try to obey the law, obey the rules and regulations there. Even among ourselves, if somebody is into crime, you see Ghanaians, they will give that person out. Now, if we are so law abiding when we go outside, we obey the rules, why should we sit down in our own country and allow people to come into the country, flout the laws, do whatever they like, and even you have some of our own people defending these people. And so, which kind of people will do such a thing? It's only when you have dumb ass people, excuse me for this word. It's only when you have foolish people who do such things. You say, today I'm out to insult Ghanaians, whether you like it or not. Ghanaians will have it today because What is happening in the country? I just don't understand it. It's only people who are foolish who will go to someone's country, obey the law, be humble, whilst in their country, they will allow everybody to come in and do whatever they want and destroy their country for them. That's all.
Wow. I think today, I don't know where you guys.
No, this is, getting out of hand. If we don't do something right now, it's so annoying. It's so annoying that.
Yes, can I add
If
some?
nothing is done, there will be no country in 5 years. There will be no country called Ghana. And
Oh,
Rush,
yeah, we have to do something immediately.
if
Yeah,
something
we
is
are
not
not going to
done, there
waste
will be
time.
no
No.
country called Ghana.
Yes, you must do what as we do as South Africa. We are deporting Nigerians every day. Every day Nigerians are going back to Nigeria. So I don't know why your government is not doing anything about it. So
Nothing.
you must march, you must protest, you must start
Yeah,
forcing your government to take action.
the reason
Just
why
like
we have kept quiet till this time, because we thought our leaders could have done something about this. And since right
you must,
now we know we have no leaders in our country, we are going to do do something about
yes,
ourselves. Yeah.
you must start forcing your government to take action. Just like we are doing in South Africa. We are protesting against Nigerians and our
Okay.
government is listening. So do as we do.
Yeah. So
Yes,
you sent me a video some few days ago, and trust me, I couldn't even watch the video because this is more than disrespect. This is
yes.
dehumanize, like somebody
This is
trying to dehumanize you. Like it's the greatest insult of all times.
yes, like
Let
now,
me let
now
me play let me play the video, then we come back to it.
okay.
These people are selling water that we think it's purified, coming from the toilet in a tuck shop.
What the hell is this thing? What the hell is fucking this? Do you want money?
Oh, I have. Oh, just one Nazareth. Oh, this thing is going. Oh, Jesus. These people. This is the water that they are selling for the people in the name of purified water. And they are selling to the communities. Our communities are just eating or drinking water that is coming from the toilet. These people. It is clear that we must get people from health to come and see this thing. Once again, I'm taking you through this water that is coming from the toilet. It is going like that from the toilet. Here are the filters. But the source of the water is the toilet. Filth. Our people are being made to drink filth that is coming from the toilet. This cannot be tolerated. Really, it cannot.
Yes,
So,
can I make
Really?
yes,
Wow.
these shops are owned by the Somalians and the Ethiopians in South Africa. You see how disrespectful these people are.
they are owned by
Somalians.
Somalians.
Yes, Somalians and Ethiopians,
Okay.
Pakistan, and Bangladesh. These four countries: Pakistan, Bangladesh, Ethiopia, and Somalia. We are thinking that we are buying water, purified water. The source of that water is from the toilet. They're selling our people water that's coming from the toilet. Now, what our government is doing, we are shutting down all illegal sponsor shops. They own sponsor shops, these people. They make their own product. As I've said last time, they make their own product. They sell fake food, poisonous food, all those things. And these people are very, very disrespectful. This is the height of it. This is a disrespect. So now that our government is shutting all the sponsor shops, there are more videos. There are more videos. There are more videos of they're selling expiring foods and stuff. So our government now is dealing with them. Is closing all this sponsor shop. So
Yeah,
and we are
I saw one. I think Pakistan. I don't know. It should be some Pakistanis or Lebanese. Um, like manufacturing their own Coca-Cola.
yes. Oh, you so yes.
Yeah, I saw a video
They
like that.
manufacture Coca-Cola. They manufacture. As I've said, these people can make anything. Any food that you can think of, they can make it, which is fake, which is killing our children. So if we come online and talk about this, they say that South Africa is a xenophobic country. So we must keep quiet. That's disrespect, guys. That's a disrespect. And if an audacity to come online and insult South Africans. Now we don't want any illegal immigrant here. Somalians, Ethiopia, Pakistan, Bangladesh. These people are evil, man. These people are evil. Eh, I will send you a video. There was this Indian. I was surprised. Even Indian, they sell fake food. There was an Indian here who was selling our people meat that is rotten, that have worms, meat that have worms. He's selling it to the people, and the South African made that person to eat that food that he was selling. He couldn't even eat it. Those people can't even eat their product.
Wow.
Yes, they're selling us those products, but they can't eat them. So I don't know, guys. And if you talk about it, they say that you are xenophobic. They're claiming that just because they help us during the apartheid era, now they want to claim their place in South Africa. So our government is doing everything it can. So they've threatened us with a war. Can you imagine?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Who
Threatened us
has?
with
Who's threatening you with the war?
the Somalians, all the Somalians and these Pakistanis, the Somalians,
Well, what
Pakistan,
kind of war is that? They're gonna come to South
civil
Africa
war.
and fight you, or they're gonna do
No,
what?
those who are already in South Africa, they've threatened us with a war. They say that there will be a civil war in South Africa if we chase
Really?
them out and
Really?
stuff. Can you imagine?
Yeah,
So
can you imagine?
So our government is doing everything. It's doing everything. But I also blame the law. I also blame the ANC, the ruling party, because the ANC allowed this thing to happen for so many years. Now because the Minister of Home Affairs is a white person, is kicking everything out. That white person is kicking everything out. So the ANC, the part of Nelson Mandela allowed this thing to happen for 30 years. These people enter South Africa illegally. They sell fake products, and the ANC was not doing anything about it. Now, since the white person came into power, we are starting to see change. We are starting to see change, and yes, they're busy making threats. They're busy making
Yeah,
threats.
but
So
how do you feel when you hear other people asking you guys why are you guys not chasing out the whites but rather attacking your own Africans and all that?
first, let me just say, because okay, let me put it this way, because If we compare, if we have a white illegal immigrant here in South Africa, he is not doing all those crimes. White people are not doing all those crimes, but we are
Okay.
deporting them. It's just fake news. We are deporting every I think last week we were deporting people from America that came into South Africa illegal. We were deporting
Wow.
Americans. It's just fake. It's fake news. We are deporting even Chinese that are in South Africa illegal. The reason why we are taking Africans because of the disrespect. They come online and insult us. So if you insult us, we must focus on you. We'll focus on you. We are deporting those Chinese. They don't come on social media and insult South Africa and disrespect South Africa. Only the Nigerians, Zimbabweans, and all those Arab nations, they do all those things. So I think that South Africa is more focused to them more than the whites because they don't come and insult us. So the Africans, they disrespect us, they disrespect our police services. That's why I think that's the reason why we are focusing on them so much because yes, they're just being disrespectful to us. I think that's
Wow.
the reason.
Okay.
But
Madam,
yes, we
Madam, Madam Vic, what do you have to say about what Vuyo is talking about?
I mean, I saw it the first time. I couldn't watch it again the second time. I just cannot believe that we so-called human beings will have the love of money so much that we would do these things. It's either we love money too much or we hate, like we are saying. You are in somebody else's country. They welcome you. You living with them. You set up a business, and your sole intent is to do this. It's just then people that often make this comment that, oh, Africans, we shouldn't be doing this to our fellow Africans. The question you should be asking is, what is the fellow African doing to his fellow African before they get
Exactly.
to that point?
Exactly.
yes. Can I also sorry for interrupting you? Yes,
Exactly.
as
Nobody
we
asked that question. I've not heard anybody asking that question. What do they do to the people that they're going to meet before they get to that point? Nobody in this earth, whether African or not African, would accept that. So why should you expect other Africans to accept it from their fellow Africans on the basis of one Africa? The way things are now, they keep talking about one Africa. One Africa will not work. It won't work. So nobody should be talking about that
yes,
now.
like
They should be
as
talking about individual countries or individual territories within the Africa, sorting out their social issues, the level of depravity, the poverty, the lack of opportunity, the lack of jobs. Our leaders getting money, and it's more important for them to send their children abroad to be educated instead of building up the schools back home,
Hmm.
or sending themselves to get medical assistance or medical help instead of building good quality hospitals at home, creating job for the youth. That is what they should be concentrating on instead of talking about one Africa. One Africa for what? If you have a group of unemployed people move themselves to another place where they also have a high unemployment, what is one Africa about that? That is a recipe for chaos. That's a recipe for disaster. And they sit there, move around in their big cars, living their big lives all over that continent, and they don't see this. They do not see it. You moving a whole group of people from one place, they go to another place. The same issue is there, so they're only going to make it double. There's no job. There's no housing. There is no opportunities. There's lack of hospital amenities. Even if it's there, it's expensive. They can't afford it. Nobody is talking about that, and they sit there and talk about one Africa. One Africa from where? One Africa from where? One Africa going where? It will not work. We should be looking at how we're going to build our individual countries to a point where things at a level where you could say, okay, there is a comparity between those two countries. So you will not have a situation whereby one country is trying so hard to solve their problems and another country is sitting there, don't care, breeding and breeding and breeding, and then, well, sending their young people all over the place to go and cause chaos and mayhem. That is not unity. That is a disaster. And if you're doing that, the people that they come and meet, they will react. And it's rightly so. They have every right to defend what they believe is theirs, their territory, and so forth. If you look in the history of Africa, that's how we used to behave anyway. So this idea that they say, oh, there's some people came and put lines in their on the sand for us. No, believe me, if you look at the history of Africa, the Akans will defend their territory. The Zulus will do the same. The Gas were doing the same. Ewes will do the same. Mosi will do the same. If you go all over Africa, you find those territories that those indigenous tribes were sitting on. They felt they have within their right to protect it. And they used to fight to protect it like everybody else used to do. So we shouldn't talk about they put lines in the sign so other people should have the right to move in to another place when they know there is no job opportunities and they're going to cause social chaos. No, it will not work. And, this old idea that these people, I hope the law catches up with them. Well, the law is already. I hope they give them the most severest of punishment that South Africa will give as a deterrent for anybody to even think of doing such an inhumane thing to their fellow human beings. It's so disgusting. I don't know what else to say.
Ganaba.
Okay. Well, I did not watch. I did not watch the video because I have problems watching things like that. Even if to watch a dead body, dead body even is a problem for me. I cannot sleep in the night. Well, what I can say is, if South Africa with a better security system, far better than ours in Ghana, is going through this kind of thing, then you can imagine what Ghanaians are suffering or are going through. You see, we have a whole lot of our people with kidney and liver diseases, problems with pancreas and all that. Then you see our health system is not good. When they feel somehow stomach pain, they will go to the bush side, take some herbs and then use it for okosane, that kind of thing. You see, it's all due to these fake products that are coming into our country day in and day out. When I was growing up or when I was in school, I remember our medical system in Ghana was very good because we had GIHOC, Ghana Industrial Holdings, that were producing pharmaceutical products for home consumption. Now we've actually grounded all those industries. We had TTL, GTP, JTL, Japan Textiles, a whole lot of industries, GTMC, a whole lot of industries producing for the locals. Now we don't have them anymore. We have to import them. And those who are importing, they are not even Ghanaians. They are foreigners who are bringing in goods every day, day in, day out to Ghana. And so our country is just, Ghana has become a no man's land where everybody can come do whatever he likes and then makes his or her money and go away. They don't pay taxes. These Chinese people are engaged in galamsey, destroying our environment. Nigerians importing every fake goods under the sun into the country. And it's our people who are dying. Many people are dying. Look at the number of death rates in Ghana. It's too much. Sometimes I call my relatives in Ghana and they'll tell me, oh, they are going to funerals because 20 people, they are going to bury 20 people in a day in one town. Why? What is going on? My town is not even up to 100,000 inhabitants. It's just a small town. And if they bury 20 people a day, hell, what is happening? What is going on there? And so we have a problem. And our leaders have failed us. We have a big problem. Our leaders, they have failed us.
Wow. Okay, Angie.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you come in, please?
Yeah. To be honest, I'm speechless watching this video. My South African people, sorry about that. What you're going through over there. I'm speechless. So I was asking myself if these things are going on in South Africa, then Ghanaians are doomed. we are we are doomed. You know, South Africa cannot go to Nigeria and do things anyhow. Ghanaians cannot go to Nigeria and do things anyhow. Why? Because we know Nigeria also has its own rules. So if we go to somebody's country and we comport ourselves, why they can't do the same thing for us? So these people, I ask myself, are they human beings for them to go to somebody's country and do this? Hey, to be honest, I'm speechless watching this video. You know, and the same thing is going on in Ghana. The killing is gradually becoming rampant in Ghana. Ghanaians are not feeling comfortable. We have been talking about this consistently, but no one is listening to us. So in case what they are doing to South Africans, if they come to Ghana and do this, we won't even see it. South Africans, thank God that you have seen it. Ghanaians, we won't see it because our eyes are blind. We can't see. Even our leaders, they can't see. And these are some of the reasons why I was saying that the Food and Drug Administration, they should, when Nigerians are bringing food to our country, they have to be serious checking them, because these people are not trustworthy people. They are the people that you can't trust. Why are they like that? How can you do this water for someone to drink, and you yourself, that what you're doing is wrong? And they are the people that providing you peace. You get a place to sleep. You have a job to do. In your country, you don't have a job. So when they go to somebody's country, they should try to abide by the rules and regulations in that country. Nigerians, why? What is going on? Do you want to destroy the whole world? Because everybody is mentioning your name. Can't you sit down and think about it and find a solution to that? These people are crazy. That's what I would say. They have. How can they do this? South Africa did wrong thing because they opened their borders, their doors for them to come in. So to be honest, we have to, Ghanaians, we have to rise up. We have to do something immediately. We're not going to wait for any because our leaders, they don't drink those water. They have the money to buy good water to drink. What about the poor people? So to be honest, I am speechless. I don't know what to say. They are so wicked and heartless. Nigerians, you are so wicked and heartless. That's what I can tell you. And get prepared. You are not going to stay in Ghana because you are not Ghanaians. You have your own land. You have to go back. Sit down, reason together, and fix your country. If they said ECOWAS did not tell you to pick up your bags and come to somebody's country like that. You have only 90 days. Why are you staying in Ghana? And anytime you go to YouTube, it's like, oh, I am relocating to Ghana. I am moving to Ghana. My fault. You are relocating to Ghana, my fault. With this attitude, we can accommodate you. No. Because if they are able to do this to South Africans, then what are they doing to us that we don't know? Ghanaians, wake up. We need to wake up. We need to rise up. This is not like we have to give it to God. We have to do that. No. Even God himself will think Ghanaians are stupid, So we have to rise up and do something. I don't know what to say, Rash. I'm speechless. I am speechless. Wow. Really?
So, Vuyo,
Yes, sir.
yeah, in one of the
Yes, like
videos, okay, talk.
yes, like there was a lady that made this comment that one Africa, okay, one Africa. Let me put it this way: is it normal that is it normal? I would rather it is acceptable if a European, a white person, come to South Africa and maybe do all those negative things like selling powder. Well, it is normal because they're white. But how can an African do this to other African?
Exactly.
Yeah, it is normal if white people do it. Okay, it is okay. It's normal. The white people, the white people don't, you know. But how can a black person do this to other black person?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like. You had a question for me. You said that you were
Yeah.
watching a
So,
video.
would you also kick against the One Africa movement, or you wish there would be one Africa sometime to come?
Can you please repeat?
Do you also kick against the One Africa movement? Like the whole of Africa now becoming United States, just like the US is, where instead of it being a continent, it's now a country with, is it 52 or something
Okay.
states? And
Okay.
then just like the European Union and all that, what would you also do? You
I
also
would.
kick against
I
the
would.
One
I would. I
Africa?
would. If one Africa, I would only, as South Africans, we would only allow only economic purposes, not to open borders to be like if a Zimbabwean wants to come here and no, not for economic. There must be a free movement of goods. Maybe we can have one currency, just like the European, not to open, not to remove borders. Like maybe if a person from Zimbabwe want to enter South Africa and can enter, no, there must be a visa free for all African countries. Just have visa free, have one currency, just like Europe, but not to remove borders. No, I'm against removing of borders,
Okay.
but for economic purposes, like if trucks want to go to Nigeria, and yeah, there must be those movements. Have one currency,
Okay.
just only for economic purposes, not to open
Okay.
borders so that we can. No, I'm against that because
Yeah, Ghana.
yeah, I'm against that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
one Africa can never happen. Believe me, trust me. That's only loose talk. It's loose talk because look, let's
But
take
some
Nigeria for
people
example.
are seeing it as that's the future for Africa.
No, 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 no. My daughter, one of my daughters is also for that one Africa. I always tell her, my my friend, you are living in a dream. She's just living in a dream. You see, let's look at it this way. In Nigeria alone, they have thousands of local dialects and cultures and tribes and this thing. Even within Nigeria itself, Igbos do not see eye to eye with Yorubas. The Hausas do not see eye to eye with Igbos and Fulanis and all that. Look, in Ghana, our leaders were somehow wise. They were able to contain the system by introducing this boarding school, which the colonial system, the colonial masters started, and they copied and advanced it to the extent that maybe somebody from the north will come to the south to come to school. Somebody from Volta region will go to Western to school there. Somebody from Ashanti or the central part of Ghana will move either north, east, or west to go. And then we have these intermarriages. Even with that, we still have problems. We still have this tribal conflicts. I remember very well this Nanumba and the Concomba fight over a confirm this guinea fowl thing that destroyed an entire village. I was in Ghana, I was in technical school by then. This tribal conflict destroyed entire village. So how do you see a Kwa woman becoming one with a Muzungu? No, Muzungu is a white person. Becoming one with those people from Uganda or Swahili person, and Swahili man becoming one with the Ethiopian. The Ethiopians and the Somalians, they say they are not even Africans. They are Arabs. So yes, we should look at things in its proper context. Africa, one Africa is never going to happen. So it's just loose talk. We can cooperate among ourselves. Africa, intercontinental trade and other things, yes. But to leave the borders open where everybody at all can go anywhere is not going to happen. I live in Europe. I was here when they introduced the euro currency, opened their border. When I came here, it was difficult for maybe someone in Italy coming to Germany. But now you can move. Even there's still border controls and other things. But these people, Europeans, they have their cultures. If you go to Italy and you are doing something and say, oh, Germans, they do it this way. The Italian will boldly come out and tell you, look, we are Italians. We live in our country. So we do things the way we want it. So when you go to Germany, then you can also do what the Germans, they want there. One time I was in a certain magazine. I was looking for something. I couldn't find it. So I went to see one of the boss there to come and help me look for it. The boss, I didn't know whether he heard what I was saying or not. I was just following him, talking. He just turned around and back at me, and he said something in German, which means in Germany, we have this regulation, one at a time. He said it in German to me. You said, so wherever you go, the people are proud of their culture. They want to maintain it. They want to maintain the purity of their race and their tribe. So whoever thinks that Africa will be one, I'm sorry for that person. Maybe not in this century. It might come in the next century.
Okay, Madam Vic.
Yeah, I did touch on that a bit, didn't I? I mean, as Africa stand now, it's not feasible or even possible. It's not, because Africa is in a lot more trouble than people want to admit to. We are in a lot of economical trouble. There's a lot of instability. When it comes to leadership, and even we cannot even control our own resources that God has given to us in abundance on our land. Our resources have been taken away with the help and collusion of many of our so-called leaders, simply because for the little money that they will get, they fail to see the bigger picture, that if they allow these resources to be used in its proper way to help the masses of the people, in the end, it will benefit all of us, and they themselves will even be richer. They don't see it. They do not. Yes. We have a lot more trouble. I rather we focus our mind on solving our problem, our social, economical problems, our social problems, such as lack of opportunities for the youth. Why is it that an African young person growing up, especially in West Africa and some parts of Africa, they rather take their chances of getting onto the sea to get to another country, and the chances of you getting there is just, like hit and miss, but they take that risk than to stay in their own country because there's no opportunities for them there. They don't see it. We have a political class, and I'm not going to attribute it to one particular party, our political class in our system of Ghana that are benefiting greatly, and they will do everything to sustain it. All of them. So if you have this kind of mindset ruling the land or the people, what is there for the person at the bottom of all this? And then you tell them the little that they're trying to get for themselves, struggling on the streets, on our streets, on our markets, in doing jobs that they are not even, one last time we was talking about how the South Africans are fighting for a proper pay and decent pay. And the reason why they have an issue with some of these people coming in is they come in and they are desperate, so they'll take the job for lesser pay, which South Africans are right to do. People should be paid decent wage when they work, right? In
Yeah.
Ghana, for instance, the government is not even checking on that. How are people being paid? When I hear some of the wages that people get paid, I just look at them and I walk away. I mean, what else can I say to them? You know? And then you saying that, okay, let's have one Africa, open the borders so everybody can walk in. It's a recipe for chaos because the people there, they are not being cared for. Their interest is not being protected. They don't feel safe even in their own country. And then you're talking about bringing in a whole lot of people, open the borders and a whole lot of people come in. Doing what exactly? Come and fight with them for the little that you people have left them, the little that you have creamed off. You have not even, they're even not getting the cream. They're allowing another group of people to get the cream and they get little from the cream. And then the little they get from the cream, a little bit also trickle off to the people at the bottom. So you then say that, okay, we're going to bring in allow a whole lot of people to come in. That's a recipe for disaster. When you talk about other places where they have had a unity, and even that, even it's not easy. Even the European Union, people talking about making reference to, it's not easy. They
Yeah.
struggle with other stuff. And even within them, they have comparity in terms of good laws. They have European, I think they have the European courts of human rights where people can go there when they think that something is happening in one country that's going against someone. They can go there and get justice from there. They have comparative when it comes to the economic development and economy, their jobs. So even if somebody moved from one place to that, there's a good possibility they will get a job. Do you understand me? With good pay and so forth. So when they're doing it, we cannot compare ourselves to them because we are nowhere near them. Ours is still in the bottom. We need to raise ourselves up first before we can talk about bringing one Africa. So for me, as it stands now, it's a non-starter. They should forget about it. They should talk about how we are going to build, Ghana is going to build this economy for their people in the country. So the people will work and feel that they're getting decent wages. They're getting decent living standard. Their children are going to good, decent schools, good hospitals that in case they are not well, that they could go to, good infrastructure. That's what we should be focusing on to build and protecting the nation. Good security. Before you go and talk about a nation that's sitting somewhere, they are heading on to 300 million all over the place. That's in chaos. We are small nation, we're small people. We can't compare ourselves to them. So let them stay where they are and solve their problems out. And we will stay where we are and we solve our problems out. That's what I would say.
Okay. Angie.
Yes.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
also keen against the one Africa. Then it means we will have to do away with Pan Africanism.
Yeah, we have to. We have to. I mean, I think only prestigious countries can do this. Okay, because of the civilization. Nigeria itself is a problem. So even right now, Nigerians trading in Ghana is affecting citizens of Ghana because of lack of education that they have. Okay, when they come, they will not, obey the rules. They will try to do things, and I don't know. I don't think Nigerians have something to offer when they come to your country. Only killing, Yahoo, armed robbery, and stuff like that. So this situation, this 21st century, is not the time that we need to do that. We don't need that. Because back in the days, even our first president, Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, tried to do that. The same Nigerian people, because at that time they thought they had money, so they declined that.
Yeah.
So why
Yeah.
now? Why now? So if Nigerians are out, the rest of African countries, I think we can do that. But so far as they are, they are part of us, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Look at what they're doing in South Africa. You see the water, right? So these
Mhm.
people are the kind of people that we can, associate ourselves with them. No. So what Sister Vic and Mr. Asante, what they say, yeah, we should leave it like that. We are not going to be united with anybody. They should stay in their country. Every in Africa, stay in your country. We can do business together. But for them to come into your country, it's not going to work. So all we have to do is to move ourselves. They should cancel the ECOWAS thing. It's not going to help, and nobody needs that, because I won't allow. We you see Ghana, the way we're struggling over there. The universities have no any job to do, and before you allow people or you open your border for someone to come to your country, you have to check your security. You have to make sure you have jobs in your country. We don't have jobs in Ghana, so why the border is open for Nigerians to come in? So they come to your country, and instead of them to work hard, they want quick money. And I don't know who told them that when you cut somebody's head and get money, that is all. Money is the root of all evil. That is why they can stay in their country. They demolished their country, the land. When the other time, Ashanti Bema was showing Igbo land. Go and see the buildings that they have over there. It's a beautiful place. Why they can stay there? Why? Because the soil is mad. The soil is angry with them because of killing and stuff like that. So if we allow Africans to be one like this, then I don't know what is going to happen. The innocent countries are going to suffer more, because these people are, evil. So I don't think that Africa unity or whatever they call it is going to work. It won't work. Everybody should stay in his or her country, and then we can do business together or businesses together. Yeah.
Okay, I want you guys to watch something. Okay, I'm about to show a clip, and this is like people at the border of South Africa wanting to enter South Africa. Just look at the number of people choked at the border.
This is reporting it foot and mouth. Foot and mouth, goodbye. Foot and mouth.
So all those people you are claiming, Nigerians with $1,000 is better than a South African, Zimbabwean, what? All those people, if they are better, why are they coming into South Africa? Why don't they stay in their countries? If they have more money, if they don't need grants, if they don't need colonial money, why are they then coming to South Africa? They chased the white men out of their country. They didn't utilize the white men the way the South African blacks utilized the white men. So my question to you is then, why are they coming into this country? And you know what's the worst part about this? It's not that they only enter into the country illegally. They don't. They enter into the country legally but remain illegally. And they are fully aware of this. And there are people who even advise them about this. What am I talking about?
Okay. Dear Zimbabweans, are you okay? Let's talk about immigration in South Africa. Majority of you have what we call the stamps that you get on the port of entry into South Africa. So sometimes you get the 1 month, sometimes you get 3 months, depending on your purpose.
Yeah,
Yes,
so I
yes,
guess you saw the number of people at the border, who you?
yes. The reason why South Africa is scared of borderless Africa because you see now they are here while our borders are closed. They are here in millions. They are here in millions. How much more if we have opened those borders?
Mm-hmm.
So uh, these people they come to us like just like Zimbabweans are like Nigerians. They are like Nigerians. They come to South Africa, they commit crimes. They do armed robbery, they do the shooting. That's why South Africa don't like Zimbabweans at all. If you can ask a South African on the street and ask him how does it feel about Zimbabweans, he can tell you that those people are not good people. Zimbabweans are also like Nigerians. So they want to cross the border. They come, it's visa free. Between Zimbabwe and South Africa, there's a visa free. So they
Okay.
come with the passport. So they overstay to South Africa. So so and they have audacity to disrespect us, saying that South Africa does not own land. South Africa belong to white people. So all those things. South Africa, we as South Africans, we think that we are special. They say that we think that we are special, but they are coming into our country in millions. The whole country is here. The whole Zimbabwe as a country has moved to South Africa. We have they've estimated to be around 5 million Zimbabweans in South Africa. They've estimated to be
Wow.
5 million Zimbabweans in South Africa. So they are coming in every day. They're coming in thousands to South Africa. Then they we welcomed them. It's like we took so long to respond to their disrespect. Like we welcome them, they stay in South Africa, we treat them as brothers. So what they do is that they become too relaxed. They're starting to commit crimes. Why are they committing crime if they can't get a job? So why must they commit crime? They start doing amrupari, as I've said, they're doing amrupari, and they just come online and disrespect us, saying that they're not scared of our police services. If they want to start a war, they can start it. So, as South African, we've given them a go ahead. Let them start their own. But I bet their president will send buses to rescue them here. Yes. So, yeah, man, if they're coming in, that's another point. South Africans are scared of this borderless Africa because we think and we know that they will come in millions. Now they were estimated to be 10 million illegal immigrants in South Africa. So how much more if we have opened? They come here, they
Yeah.
dominate a city. Those Zimbabweans, they dominate a city into 90%. Foreign there's a seat, Yorkville is 90% dominated by foreign national. In Yorkville, you find Nigerians, you find Zimbabweans, you find Congolese, it's rare to find a South African in that seat. So that's another thing. They come here, they occupy our territory. It's like yes, and as I've said, I've blamed the government. I've blamed the government, the ANC. I've blamed them. They've allowed this thing to happen for so long. Now the
But
minister of
what do you think about Malema?
Malema's policy, Malema, the whole what I can say that the whole Africa, even let me not say the whole, but most of Africans want Julius Malema to win election so that he can push this Pan Africanist thing. He can, one he can push this borderless Africa as he wants it to be, but South Africans are not happy with him. So, Julius Malema was interviewed and he was calling South Africans xenophobic. Can you imagine? He wants our vote, but he calling us xenophobic. Said that we rather accept the European than to accept the African. We won't be played by our skin color here. Yes, they were African, but what they are doing, we just hate their behavior. we hate their behavior. So Julius Malema is a great guy with best policy. He is the best politician. But South Africa are against him because of this Pan-Africanism. He said that he wants to document all illegal immigrants. Can you imagine? So all those 10 million people that are in South Africa, he wants to document them, give them ID. First of all, uh, that will that will create problems for us because some criminals from Zimbabwe, they come to South Africa. So he wants us to document criminals. So South Africa is not happy with Julius Malema right now. So his party is dying. Julius Malema's party is dying. We cannot document foreign nationals. We want them out. So now, since that the Home Affairs, the Home Affairs is a white person. That's white person is kicking out all those Africans out. You know, almost white people are racists. They're kicking all those white pe- those black African out. So yeah, Julius Malema is just people are South Africans are not happy with him. He lost majority of his vote in the last election. He lost majority of it. So because of this borderless Africa, because of this borderless Africa, you want to document illegal immigrants. South Africa are not happy about that. I'm also not a fan of that, documenting illegal immigrants. I'm not a fan of that. So
All right. Ghana Bank.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of
Let you comment.
Malema. Okay,
Uh-huh.
okay. Yeah, I
No,
was going to ask.
Okay, talk.
Yeah, so wouldn't you rather rally behind Malema being a Pan-African than to, like, let's say, kick against him for the whites to rather, rule South Africa? I want to know your thoughts on that.
Okay. First of all, to answer your question, I would like to answer a comment here that somebody has written. Nkrumah is a Ghanaian. Nkrumah was born in Nkrofun, which was then called Gold Coast, and is now Ghana, and his wife was from Egypt. So we should learn our history and stop exposing. He says, "Stop exposing your stupidity in public space." Well, my friend
she's referring to one guy called Olu Gold, who was, making some, should I say, nonsense comments. So she's trying to educate. She's trying to educate that guy.
Okay. I now understand. Okay, then let's go to Malema. Malema, as Vuyo was saying, is a nice guy. He's a true son of Africa, but I think he's being carried too far by this Pan-Africanism, just like our president Nkrumah, our first president, was carried away by this thing. You see, you cannot unite the whole continent of Africa at the goal. I continue saying I live in Europe, and I was here when the borders were open. I was here when Russia, Soviet Union disintegrated. I was here when Yugoslavia also disintegrated. I was here when Czechoslovakia broke into two, separated themselves, and the whole thing started in Poland. Now, the European Union, they did not just wake up one day and then became European Union. They had to reach some kind of infrastructural development before they came together. And those countries who wanted to join them, they had some something to fulfill, some kind of economic level to attain before they can join them. Turkey is just some few hours by air from Germany. Turkey has applied several times to enter the European Union. Italy and Spain, and I think Portugal, They resisted Turkey simply because they are saying that Turkey is a buffer zone between Europe, the West, and then the East, that is the Arabs. And so if they allow Turkey to come in, it will be very, very dangerous for them, because all the Arabs, how do you call it, these Islamic integralists from Iran, Iraq, and others, the moment they get to Turkey, and if Turkey is part of Europe, then they are already in Europe. You cannot contain them anymore. So Turkey has applied several times, even though Turkey is part of NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Turkey is not part of EU. You see, so Africa, we cannot just one go or one day say we are going to unite the whole people. We are about 1 point something billion. We are very, very many people. And look at our infrastructure. I think Sister Vic was talking about our economic development. We are nowhere. We are still struggling. We are third world countries. So look at what the problem we are facing in Ghana now. Nigerians have run their country down, and now they see Ghana a little bit above the waters, and the whole weight is now on Ghana. And so if, let's say, Kenya sticks out as one of the most developed country in Africa, and this Africa system is there, everybody is going to go to Kenya. Can they cope with the number of population? No, they cannot cope. So Malema is a good person, but I think he's being carried away with this kind of Pan-Africanism. This Pan-Africanism is good, but it's a myth. It's a myth. It's not attainable. We can all come together as one people. We exchange cultures. We learn from each other. But to dwell together is very difficult.
Rush, tell somebody to remove that Olu guy I know from. He's been very disrespectful. Remove him from the chat. Yeah, tell somebody to. Sorry, carry on, Ghana. I'm sorry. I'm reading the comments and I don't like what he's doing.
Because you just let him be there. He's exposing, he's exposing his ignorance, you see. And so to end it, Malema is being carried away by this Pan-Africanism. You can't mix up how do you call it, granules with rice. It's not going to be possible. Nigerians are not wanted anywhere. Malaysians are driving them away. Chinese, they are driving them away. India, they are driving them away. Singapore, they are driving them away. Seychelles, they are driving them away. South Africans, they are driving them away. Even Mauritius or Mauritania and Fernando Po, that small island under Nigeria, they don't want them. And so why do you have to accommodate them in your country? It's not going to happen. Thank you.
All right, Angie.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you? So, would you also kick against Malema being the Pan-African to, take over South Africa?
Yeah, I don't know how to answer that question. Anyways, let someone who can answer it properly.
Yeah, Madam V.
Malema, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Please give me a few minutes. Let me answer this Olu guy, yeah.
Okay.
He's insulting people. That now he's 10. You know the comment I made. He's calling me Mumu. Olu, where kwasia wate? Where kwasia mu kwasia kwasia? Wate? So just say I'm gonna even tell kwasia mu kwasia abua. Okay, let me carry on with my point.
Yeah, Kwasiano is the same as Mumu. Yeah, it's almost the same, so he can understand.
Oh, you're kwasia proper. Anyway, what I was going to say regarding Malema is an idealistic person. He's speaking in idealism. One Africa, United Africa, Africa should take care of his own business and affair. But the point of it is, Malema, Africa is not taking care of their business. We're not, Malema. You know, he's an idealistic guy. I haven't got any issue with him. But where he's coming from now, it's not possible. It's not possible even for South Africa. Let it go to the whole extent of the whole of Africa. As we said, as it's been said many times, there's so many social, economical issues on that continent that is not being looked at. Nobody is looking at that. And even if they are pretending they're looking at it, but they're not. So without that being done, you cannot have a situation where open the borders for everybody, even though maybe artificial borders in a way. I accept that part when he keeps making such statements. But what you have to realize is people within certain territories have the right to, protect themselves. They have the right to feel secure and sound in their own territory, whether the lines are there or not. Traditionally in Africa, that's why we used to do it. If people in a certain territory see the other people is going to come at them as a threat, they will face you. So this idea that keeping control within your borders or within your territory is not a new concept. It's happened everywhere. Just like Ghana was saying that when the European Union wanted to integrate everything, and they have done, even now they're still having difficulties. A lot of things that UK is out of the European Union as we speak. A lot of countries that they didn't join, they're not even making any attempt to join it. They like the economic part of the European Union, but the other social side that's coming with, they don't like it. You understand? So it's the same thing in Africa. Economically, if you talk one Africa, one currency, I think that would be idealistic, but they're not even pushing to achieve that. They're not doing. Look at how long West Africa has been talking about the echo. West Africa was talking about the echo long before the European Union was talking about the. Am I wrong?
Yeah, very true. Very true.
Before the European Union was. Yeah, carry on. I'm listening.
No, it's true. What you are saying is true.
Can I also add something?
Okay.
Yes, like.
Okay, add it so Madam Veku can continue.
Ori wants to say something. Let him say.
Yeah, what you're saying.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to add, like, Nigerians during these elections, they were meddling in our election, saying that we must vote for Malema, saying that they were telling us who to vote. So they were disappointed because we didn't vote for Malema, and they were even angry. They were even angry. Can you imagine? They were even angry at us that we didn't do what they want us to do.
You see, Will. Regarding these Nigerians, I always look at them and ask themselves, what is wrong with them? The energy they reserve for other countries. Why don't they reserve the same energy for their leaders to solve their problems out? They do the same to us, Will. They insult us because we telling them now that we don't like the way they're behaving in our country and we want them out. They're insulting us right, left, and center. Even before then, they were insulting us. Now it's out of control. The insult that they heap on Ghana. Call us. You know the name they call us.
I still can't believe with these people. These people, they don't like their country. What I've noticed, they don't like their country. So they are deporting their population in other people's countries. I think there's no African country except Mauritius and Seychelles that have banned Nigerians. Other than Seychelles and Mauritius, there's no other African country that does not have Nigerian. So they're deporting their population in our country, and we
Yes,
can't use this.
they have a lot. Yeah, they have a lot of issues. Yeah, they have a lot of issues.
They go, they destroy.
Yeah.
Everywhere they go, I was even surprised that they've even entered that small country that is inside South Africa, Lesotho, claiming their right there. These people are so. I think that Africa must ban Nigerians from coming to their country, the whole of Africa,
Well,
so that
it's
we can
going
be
like that
safe.
anyway. Several
Yes,
there's
we can
several
be safe.
countries that banned them anyway, so it's going
Yeah,
like
So they
that.
must
and the next country will be Ghana. We don't need them.
Well, I mean,
we must
let me just
also ban Nigerians from coming to South Africa. Like last week, the whole week, the South African embassy in Nigeria rejected 1,500 Nigerians visa. They rejected 1,005 for visas because we know that that's the purpose. They come to South Africa legally and they overstay. They stay in South Africa illegally.
same
So
thing happening in
our
Ghana.
government do a good job by rejecting these people. So I would suggest that Arab countries do the same. They
Oh,
must reject.
don't go there. What is happening there, crowd there, is too much. I don't even want to maybe rush to find another program for that. What is happening in the Arab countries concerning Nigerians and everybody else is just too much. But
Yeah.
what I want to say regarding this idealistic One Africa business that is being talked about, it is not feasible at the moment. Not in my lifetime. Maybe in generations to come might be possible, but at the moment it's not. And regarding these Nigerians, going around everywhere, they are just depositing excess population everywhere. And their
Yes.
leaders are very happy because the more they push them out or they go, the trouble is out of their hands. And they take the trouble into the other countries that they're going into. So they are very happy. They've had it both ways. They're just having babies right, left, and center. They cannot accommodate
Control
them or
themselves.
cater for them. So they're just pushing them everywhere that these people, their legs could get, they are going. And the energy they reserve to insult other countries for doing the right thing for themselves, if they spend a little bit of that in their leaders, I'm sure they will get somewhere. Oh no, but they will come and set up, insult Ghana, South Africa. I think Ghana and South Africa are the number one now. Number one and number two. I don't know which one is number one. Maybe Ghana is number one and South Africa is number two.
South Africa, Kenya, Ghana.
Yes.
And then
yes.
I'm putting it in a numerical order, So
Okay.
I was going to come to that, but I know
South Africa is on the top, and then Ghana second, then Kenya, and then Somalia.
Ghana, I think Ghana, they are inside Ghana insulting us. So South Africans, maybe they're insulting them from outside, but they are in Ghana and put cameras in their faces, insult us, and they roam free and they walk around and nobody says anything to them.
All these will pass away. All these will pass away.
Yes, like this is an Nigerians.
I want you guys to react to this this comment. Yeah, someone was saying he watched a program like one of the videos of Mr. Manager, and young children from Nigeria sleeping on the streets in Ghana. A Ghanaian asked them why, like something like that, and they said no, they have nobody here. They don't know anybody in Ghana, but they don't want to go back to Nigeria.
How did they get even into the country to start to leave their young children?
Yes, like
and even I saw I think I saw similar video last night, and it was a guy sleeping under the overhead, and the Ghanaian guy went there to interview him, and he said
but even in Lagos now, they are clearing homeless people from their streets. So what is Ghana doing? In Lagos, Nigeria, they are clearing Nigerian homeless. They're sleeping in under bridges and everything from their street. They are clearing them out. So what is Ghana doing? They
Yeah,
have to
so
cross
this
two countries to
this
get to Ghana.
this
Can I?
guy who interviewed the Nigerian guy took that guy to a restaurant or whatever and bought food for him. And then he was asking for help. That Ghanaians should help that guy. You see? So
This
These
I
guy
people.
don't
is
know.
Can I say this? These people, you see how much they don't like their country, and they're busy claiming that Nigeria is the best country in Africa. Yet
uh-huh.
they don't want to stay in their country. They would rather die in other people's countries. Okay,
Mhm.
fine, we understand that. But what do they do when they get into other people's countries? They create problems for what for Nigerians. They not only Nigerians, but they create problems for all of Africa.
Mhm.
Because if Nigerians commit crime in USA, they say, "Oh, he's from Africa," and what?
You know,
And people in Canada, Canada
a few years
no,
ago,
can Canada have banned, like in South Africa, we used to have a visa free with Canada. Because Nigerians were going to Canada and commit crime, they've banned the entire Africa, the visa free from Africa, the whole of Africa, they've banned.
yeah,
Those countries that used to have visa free
it's
with
the
Canada,
same.
they've banned
It's the
because
same. It's the
Nigerians,
same everywhere. It's the same
because
everywhere. Because of them, Ghana passport is going to be problematic very soon. We still have a few countries that we can travel into with Ghana passport. Very soon, if we do not stop the amount of them, because at the moment, if you take out the Ghanaians who are entitled to get Ghana passport, whether born or whatever, indigenous born or whatever, they are Nigerians are the next people that are getting access to Ghana passport. Nigerians are. If you take out the Ghanaians
uh,
who are entitled, yes, Nigerians are the next people taking Ghana passport the back way. So they are going everywhere. Like we were saying a few days ago, they caught somebody who's doing crime and he's holding Ghana passport. It's gone, it's everywhere. I can give you so many stories that I have heard. And yet Ghana does nothing. You know, the fact of the matter is, you do not want to solve your problems, but you want to make it everybody else's problem. Your problem is not everybody else's problem. You need to solve your problems. And if you cannot solve your problems, every country in Africa should shut their doors to you and then stay in your country and then do whatever you do in there. That's your business. Because that's why I think the Africans have to look at it now, because many African countries are now telling them they don't want them. A couple of countries in ECOWAS are saying they don't want Nigerians. You
yes,
know,
can
they
I can I
said,
can I can I can I add something?
Yeah.
So the Americans that deporting Nigerians, Dubai is deporting Nigerians left, right, and center, but they don't come social media and insult those people. But if an African, specific South African, if it
Yes.
deport them, they come on social media and start talking nonsense. But if those American countries are deport, those people are cold. They don't want black people. So if they deport Nigerians, they don't insult them.
Yeah, that's
So
what I was
we
saying
think
last
that
time.
we
Hmm.
think that they are the boss of Africa. No,
Yeah,
we don't. We
yeah.
also don't like them. This is an African problem. We have a problem of one country who misbehave. These people misbehave. They don't have manners. So we don't like the. I won't hide it. I don't like
believe
Nigeria.
me, Will, apart from the ECOWAS countries where under this ECOWAS useless treaty that Ghana has bound ourselves with, many other countries around the world do not accept Nigerian passport. They give them tough time.
Yes,
Really do.
visa
They
free.
do. Yeah.
The Nigerian visa free is, I think it's 24 countries. It's visa free for 24 countries.
Yes.
And
And half
most
Yeah.
of
of most of
that are in
most
ECOWAS. Half
most
of
of
that countries
most
are in
of those
ECOWAS.
countries most of those countries are African. In America,
Mm-hmm.
Europe, they don't want these people. They're rejecting them. If they apply for a visa, for a tourist visa, they're rejecting them. Just like I've said last week alone, South Africa rejected 1.5, 1,500 tourist visa, because we know that if they apply, chances of them going back to Nigeria unless these people don't want to be in their country. So, as I'm saying, that they have no right to claim that Nigeria is the best country. Why they are
I'm
running
not,
away
you
from their
know,
problem?
we know, listen, when I hear those statements, me, you know, I don't take it, I don't take it serious at all. The
Yes,
fact of the matter is the evidence is there. What is the best country or not? So if they're saying somebody, I mean, I could sit here and say all sorts of fantastic thing about Ghana. It doesn't necessarily mean it's true. So I will not take them serious when they say that. They
so
are rather speaking out of rejected pain. They are in pain as a nation. They don't know how to resolve their problem, but they want to make it everybody else's their problem. That's why
yes,
they
now
speak like,
now South Africa
Yeah.
is
they're the
fighting.
giant of Africa.
South,
Giant for what, really? Giant,
Uh-huh.
giant for what?
South Africa is now
Emptiness. Emptiness is killing them.
South Africa is now fighting for the pain of Nigerians in our country. We are fighting
Well,
for them.
I'm
We
sure the way
are
it's going,
fighting
you
for
will
that.
get it anyway. You will
We
get it.
don't want
So
these people. We don't want these people. We've had enough with these people. So we are cleaning up our country first by starting with banning Nigerians. Because if they ban Nigerians, I think that our crime rate will reduce. If we ban Nigerians, the drug
exactly in
dealing
Ghana too. In
and
Ghana
stuff,
too. In Ghana too.
so
The crime rate will reduce.
I'm sure our crime rate will reduce and we'll be happy. So I want, I don't know, man. If I have powers, I would make Africa to ban Nigerians from entering their country, because when they
Mhm.
go to all these countries, they make sure that they have a fake passport, and they go to a country that is visa free from that country. When they go there, they overstay, they commit crime using, let's take, they're using South African passport. There was a Nigerian that was caught selling drugs using South African passport in
Where?
Thailand. In
In
Thailand,
Thailand.
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
Yeah.
was very angry that day. That day,
No, but the Thai people, they are very, very much aware of what's going on. You know, they're not like we in
yes,
Africa here
they
selling
are
our
away.
country for the cheapest thing. They're very much aware. They don't give
Yes,
them
they are
chance
away.
at all.
But how many? How many Nigerian caught with a South African passport in other countries? My worry is that they are ruining our reputation. They know that they have countries around the world don't want Nigerians. Now they want other countries also to not want Africa. They're destroying Africa. Africa.
Countries.
What's it? They are destroying Africa. These people. So yes, we are now. I'm supporting that South African people saying they want to ban Nigerians from entering their country, just like Seychelles. Because in
Mm.
Seychelles, Nigeria, they were scamming people. They were scamming people and all those native and all those criminal activities. So that's why Seychelles banned them from entering their country. So
There's a feedback. There's a
yes, there are
feedback.
two African countries that
There's
ban
a
Nigerians.
feedback
And
from someone, please.
Mauritius.
I think it might come from Vuyo. Might come from Vuyo.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
if I would like to say something here, I think either Sister Vic or Vuyo was saying Nigerians, they will never insult Americans and the British when they are
Yes,
they
sir.
are
Yes.
deported. You see? Now, I will say something here. When you go to the US embassy or UK embassy, they take biometric checks. You do biometric checks. That is, they will record your voice, they will take your picture, fingerprints, and all that. And so they dare not come out to say anything wrong about US or UK, because if they say that and they go there for visa again, they are going to be
They ban them.
rejected because their voice will be known. And on the visa form, when you go to the US embassy or the UK embassy to take a visa, on the visa form there's a provision which says, have you demonstrated against or said anything against UK or US before? You see it, and you have to fill that area. If you fill it, yes, they will ask you why. They will encourage you to say your mind. If you say no, and then they take your voice and they compare it with all the this thing they have in their data, and it corresponds or it shows that you were one day sitting on the TikTok or somewhere insulting Americans and this, you are going to be rejected. So they know that's why, yeah, they know that's why they will never do such a thing. But countries
Yes.
like Ghana, South Africa, where they don't have that kind of biometric system, they will do that. Now, to the second question, that somebody in Nigeria was sleeping under a bridge somewhere, and he said he will not go back to Nigeria. I think if you go to Kaneshi, they have this interchange also there and over here. When I was going to school around that area, I attended technical school at Kaneshi behind the city engineers. But now, Obechebi Lamte Circle, to be precise, I think they've made this overhead this in there. When you go there, you see all these Niger people who have made that place their abode. They are living there permanently, and nobody is talking about it. Yes, they are living there permanently, and nobody is challenging them. The whole place is a mess. You see it. Now, if you go to the scriptures, the Bible, I'm a Christian and I'm proud of being a Christian. The scripture says, love your neighbor as yourself, but it does not say love your neighbor more than yourself. But Ghanaians are doing the opposite. We are loving our neighbors more than ourselves. You see, now you see a Ghanaian who will find a Nigerian who will go to steal something, then they will ask that guy to clean the gutter. After that, they will take him to a chop bar, buy food for him, and then find him a girlfriend. What nonsense is this? Even Wodemaya's sister took about 3 or 4 Nigerians in her car, drove them to Ivory Coast border, gave them money, and then the next day he asked them whether they have arrived safely. And will a Nigerian do such a thing to a Ghanaian or to an African? No one, no way. They won't do that. And so when they see you with that kind of attitude, oh, a Nigerian will override you. He will just take over you just like that, because he will tell you, oh, as for this guy, even if I kill him and dismember the body of his family member, he will still do good to me. And so they will continue doing it.
Yes,
Can I come in? Can I?
Yeah, after you, Angela, can I say something?
Angela,
Hello?
come in.
Oh, yeah. My biggest problem right now is that these Nigerians, okay, they don't respect Ghanaians. And I think we all know that. So,
And South Africans.
and South Africans, thank you. And then they will come to your own country, the country that you have worked very hard, to make it peace for them to come and enjoy. Right now, they are in Ghana enjoying our peace. They are using our health insurance, our free education, but they're still insulting us. So there is nothing, absolutely nothing that you do for these people that they will appreciate you. Okay. My biggest problem right now is that it wasn't too long ago and the video came out. These people gathered and planned how to, bring Ghana down because they don't understand why Nigeria is falling and Ghana, small Ghana, is moving on. Our leaders saw this video. They said they deported that man. But I don't know why they're still allowing them to come to our country, because they have come to destroy the country. They have nothing good. And always when you help them, instead of them to say thank you, they will tell you that you are what? You are stupid. You are this and that. When they come to your country, they say, especially Ghana, Nigerians say they contributed to Ghana's taxes, but their contributions, are destroying Ghana. They cannot, they can take they can take their contribution back to Nigeria and, fix their country. Instead of them to, visit people's countries and insult them, you give them food to eat, you give them shelter, everything. And then they will still insult you. And they call themselves that they are smart. They are smarter than even the whole, the whole count, the whole world, you know. But I always tell them that being a smart thief, they should listen to me. Being a smart thief, kidnapper, and murderer does not make you smarter than a genuine person. You can never be a smarter than Ghanaians. Ghanaians are superior to Nigerians. They should take that because they are not ready to change their bad attitude. And we are also not ready to accommodate them. I am sick and tired of what they're doing in Ghana. When you go to YouTube, when they come in numbers. You see, sometimes they are with their children, 5, 4, 3, and they say they are relocating to Ghana without having any paper. And then you see that stupid Sunny Media, Bobrisky, will sit down and then, call them to come in. You see, and then you see that stupid Igbo king also saying they're speaking like, with authority, as if when our forefathers were building Ghana, he was part of them. We are sick and tired of this. And
Yes.
talking every day, it's not solving anything. But we have to take action. We need to do something like immediately. If we have to, all of us have to go there and fight for our country, our motherland. We have to do that because we won't allow these stupid people to come and take advantage of us. It's not going to work and look down on us. And that gray hair man came out and mentioned some names that we are ungrateful to them. That man need to go and read his history. Okay, I don't know their level of education. You are saying this 1983. What happened in Nigeria? What you guys did to Ghanaians? Have you forgotten that? You killed our people, our mothers, our fathers, our sisters, our brothers. And now you are coming to our country to dictate for us. Isn't that a stupid thing? Me, I am sick and tired of them all. I am sick and tired of them. So if they think they are smarter than Ghanaians or South Africans, they should use that, to go and fix their wounded country. Their country is wounded. They should go and fix it. We are sick and tired of them. Why are they frustrating everybody? When they come to your country, they want to be bossy on you. Are they crazy? Are they mad? I am very, very angry with those stupid people. Excuse my language. But we have to, because right now, nobody is going to give them any respect because they don't need respect. They don't need that.
I'll just come in when they say that they are developing Ghana. The question I always ask when I hear that is, let me go and look at your place, your country. If your country is well developed and you come to me and tell me that you're developing Ghana, I would then say, oh, yes, there's some truth in it. Your country is difficult. Yeah. Your country have more problems than me. So how are you then, if you have money, don't take it there to invest in your country and develop it, then come to develop Ghana. Of course, they are not developing Ghana. They are just there doing retailing. Bojo Bojo shop. You know when we say Bojo Bojo shop, I don't even know how to explain it in English. Like tabletop selling in circle, fighting over market stores. Is that what you call development? We are developing our country ourselves by building infrastructure, investing in education, healthcare, and so forth, bringing in factories and manufacturing to give people jobs. You then come in there with your going around the world importing in fake cheap goods, which a lot of
But
it are
they
dangerous
say
to the people.
they say if Ghana drives away Nigerians and
They will
Nigerians
start.
move from
Rush,
Ghana with their
listen,
businesses,
Rush,
Ghana is
listen,
going to
listen.
collapse.
No, no, no.
We have a
Listen,
similar.
let me tell you. Come for now, mechanic you mom some na mama mbejina internet so cranka, please. It's an insult to us. So kasa na mbejina haka. You know, it's we rather insulting ourselves, you know. So we should when they say it, we should they just throw away. Throw that away, cry. What do you mean? Ghana, how long has Ghana been before they even came in existence? We are older than them, 2 years or so, or whatever, you know. And Ghana, despite our calmness, we do our best. Our level best to do the right thing most of the time, unlike them. So when they're talking about these things, I rather not we repeating it because we rather when we repeat those kind of words they're saying, we are insulting ourselves. So please, let's throw that away. They're not doing that. Why can't they develop their own place? I'll be more interested if they're developing their country. They've turned
Yeah.
their country into a place where everybody's, oh, whoa, let me go to Nigeria and look, just like they're
They don't
doing
have
to Ghana.
streets. They don't have
Huh?
roads. They don't have roads. They don't have roads. Have you seen their movies? They've built a mansion. Outside their mansion is a dust road. Where are the roads? The giants of Africa. So Africa don't need these people, man. Africans don't. You know, Nigerians, they don't do killing in South Africa. They don't do that because they know.
Oh, then Ghana,
No,
they do that
because
in
they know.
Ghana a lot.
They know you kill us, one of us, we are coming after all of you. So one thing I've noticed about Ghanaians is that because we have Ghanaians that are living in South Africa. We live with them peacefully. There's no noise, you know. We live, you know. So why are we not attacking Ghanaians? Why are we not attacking Namibians? Why are you not attacking people from Kenya? You see, Cameroon, specific Nigerians. That shows that there's a problem with Nigerians. Few weeks ago, there were Nigerians cleaning a city. There was a city in Pretoria called Captain Park. They were cleaning Captain Park, and South Africa were not happy about that. Our government deported them for cleaning Captain Park. If they clean Captain Park, who's cleaning Lagos? If they decide to clean our city, who's cleaning their city? We don't want them to clean our city. We want them out of our country. We want them out. We must now force the Minister of Home Affairs to ban them from coming into the country. We don't want, as you said, that if they are claiming that if they will leave South Africa, South Africans will suffer. South African will, beside all the powder selling, all the human trafficking, all those, what do they offer in the table beside those powder, those human trafficking? Nothing. They offer nothing beside all those criminal activities. So we deported those Nigerians that were cleaning our city because we felt offended about that. Now because South Africa has started deporting Nigerians, now they're starting to be they're starting to act it like they love South Africa, they clean. No, we deported them. We have 500,000 illegal Nigerian immigrants. We have 500,000 Nigerians in South Africa, and it could be more. So we're deporting them left, right, and center. So Nigeria, what is killing Ghana is like you Ghanaians are too welcoming, and that is killing your country.
Yes.
You are too welcoming. You must fight for. You must start forcing your government. You must start protesting. Start
Yeah,
protesting. We must
that
protest.
protest is on the way coming because we can't wait anymore.
Yes,
We can't.
we know that Ghanaians are welcoming. We live with them here in South Africa. We know that you guys are you are
You
welcoming.
see,
So you
the,
must start
um,
forcing your government to take action. Because
there is when we were brought up, they always tell us be welcoming. In a way, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you have people like this that taking advantage of you, then there's no point being like this. No, there isn't. No, you have to
no,
change your attitude.
hence I'm saying that you must protest, saying that you don't want Nigerians, and force your government to take action. If not, Nigerians will overpopulate your country. There will be more Nigerians than Ghanaians in Nigeria.
Very soon. Very
Oh yeah,
soon.
Yes,
very
Yeah.
soon, very
Very
soon,
soon. Yeah.
as you
Very
very
see
soon.
that
The
soon.
way
And we not,
I
we
mean, the way
not,
I
we
see
want.
Nigerians coming into
yes,
Ghana now.
if 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 now
It's migrating. They are migrating in their hundreds every day to Ghana. That's
And
what they're
they
yes,
doing.
and when they
if there
come
are
to your
more,
country, they want to dominate your country. Yeah, stupid people.
if
They
there
want
will
to
be more
dominate your
Nigerians,
country.
if there will be more Nigerians than Ghana, it will be hard to fight them, to push them out.
Ghana will be finished. But if there's more, when they got to that point, there'll be no. That's what I said. There'll be no longer Ghana. It's not going to be Ghana anymore. It's going to be something else. If we
Yes,
sit
that's
there
what
Yeah,
and
I'm
let
saying.
this
That
carry on,
you see that your
it'll
government
be
is
no
not
longer
taking
Ghana.
action. You see that your government is not taking action. You must do something to make it to take action.
yeah. That's what
Their
we're gonna
welcoming
do.
spirit, leave
Mm,
the welcoming spirit, leave that.
that's what we're gonna
Leave the
do
keep
because
the spirit that
they are taking our, our kindness for granted, and it's enough. That's what I was telling Ghanaians.
They are
From now
taking,
on,
no,
Ghanaians, we are not humble anymore. We are not,
Angie,
sister.
Angie, they are
Mhm.
taking our kindness for weakness.
Okay.
Weakness, not for granted. Weakness. They think we are
Mhm.
weak. That's what
Yeah.
they think. Weak.
And then, especially the YouTubers, Nigerians YouTubers. I mean, stop hyping Ghana, okay? Stop hyping Ghana in a different way. Ghana is facing many challenges, okay? Stop
yes,
exaggerate Ghana because we are not okay. If you have that mouth to, promote Ghana, go to Nigeria and do it. Because the universities are in Ghana. I mean, struggling to get a job. Okay, when you came to that country, is there any job? And you are taking this for granted. You killing people, getting money, and then insulting Ghanaians, disrespecting us, and then when you go, you call us mumu. That will punish all of you. Nigerians, leave our country.
yes.
We don't need you.
So Nigerians are scared to do
And
killings in South Africa
I think
because
that there is
in
this
2019,
there is one person in the comment section that goes by none of your business. That's the name. And I don't know whether you are Kenyan. If you are Kenyan, let me know in the comment section. First, he or she is talking about the fact that in Nairobi, if you hear of a girl being gang raped, it's guaranteed it is more likely to be a Nigerian.
Wow. It's
Yeah,
gotten that bad.
this is the
and
thing that I'm talking about. This is the thing that I'm talking
yeah,
about. This is
and
the thing that I'm talking about.
he comes again saying the president's daughter. I don't know whether she means he or she means the president's daughter is now married to a Nigerian also. So now they are swimming. Now they are swimming here, like meaning they are now Nigerians are trooping into Kenya in their numbers.
Well, then they are
They
heading
are
for trouble.
swarming.
They are
They are
Mhm.
swarming like bees,
swarming.
swarming
Yeah,
in
Yes,
yeah.
swarming.
They
Swimming,
just
yes.
swarming.
Mhm.
Africa must stand up for this. As I've said, Africa must stand up for this. We must not allow Nigerians to deport their population in our countries. We must not allow
Yeah,
them to do that. So
yeah.
this is an African problem. We must stand up for these people and take back our countries from them. Because everyone, I'm sure that 90% of Nigerians want to leave Nigeria. I'm 100% sure. 90% of those Nigerians, of 220 something million, that
No,
deport.
they're over 230 million. Will
Yes, they want to deport that population to our countries. So we cannot allow that. We cannot
before
allow that to happen.
they were like not far from Ethiopia or Egypt, but now Egypt and Ethiopia, their population is stabilized. Their population is not growing as fast. Nigeria is just growing and growing and growing. Every year they're adding X amount of
And
millions of
if,
people
if they
every
if
year.
they if they continue to add people, it's becoming a problem to us. If they continue to if their population is growing,
Mm-hmm.
the world is not safe. Africa is not safe.
Yeah,
Africa is
and
not.
then they
Well,
don't know what is called family planning. They don't know. They don't know.
Nigeria
And these
has
people,
always been Nigeria has always been the most populous black country in the world. It has always been like that, and so
mm,
the
Yes,
population
because
continues growing.
that is why
yeah,
they keep insulting South Africa for having white people in our country because they don't have white people in their country. So now
They do. They do. They
I
do.
don't think that they are more
No,
than 100.
well, I don't know what your population is, but they do have Lebanese and Indians. They have loads of them in their country. Chinese as well.
In South Africa, we're 60 million, and yeah, we're 60 million,
okay.
Mm.
and the population of
Mm,
white people are like 15 million. Yeah, we have a lot of white people there.
Well, maybe
So
you have more because of your history, but they
so
do.
can I ask what makes you guys, why do Nigerians behave like this? According
I
to you
don't
yeah,
guys,
know.
what do you
yeah,
think
because
why they behave like this in other people's country?
Because our government is, handling them with kid gloves.
because our leaders are weak.
I
And
mean, for in terms of Ghana, right? Sometimes if there's an issue and people are complaining, you see, Ghana police will go there and tell the Ghanaians, "So don't do that. They are foreigners. You can't behave like that towards the foreigners. Leave them." That's what the Ghana
mm-hmm,
police will tell the indigenous. So, and then
mm-hmm.
the foreigners they'll be pampering them. Oh, go away! Don't move away from here, and they will secure them. But the Ghanaians that sometimes something has been done to, they would rather be chastising the Ghanaian. That is how we behave. That is our behavior, which is very bad. But in Nigeria, there's nowhere foreigner is going to go there and talk rubbish or do anything. You'll be gone. They'll finish you right there. But Ghana police, how?
Yeah,
I mean,
and that
Ghana police will tell you that you call them, they tell they don't have petrol in their car, so they can't come. But then you tell them if there's a problem with these foreign people, like say Mzungus, and see how fast they will get there. Ghana police,
Mhm.
yeah, see how fast they will get there.
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And that's why they've been coming out and talk about them. Ghana police are better than Nigerian. And I was working 11 hour. I was working 11 o'clock. And then the police took me home. Ghana police is this. Ghana police is that. But something happens to your house and call them if they will come. Are they not fools? Hmm? Are they
You
not
see,
fools? Right now, we are going boot to boot. We don't care. Hmm?
Wuyo, you were asking why Nigerians they behave like that. I will give you some reasons, the basic reasons. Now, because of their population, it's like there's this system of survival of the fittest. You see, they are not developed economically. They are not developed, and so one has to survive. One has to struggle to survive, and so they grow up with that kind of aggressive way to try to survive. And then another point too is ritualists. They don't see anything wrong with that because there's this man, this writer called Wole Soyinka. He introduced ritualists in the system as a national culture. And so if they are look at their films, they don't see anything wrong with it. But I personally sitting here, I will never allow my child to watch that film. It's not good. But they Nigerians, they don't see anything wrong with it. So going to kill somebody is something normal to them. One of their presidents, I think Buhari, was saying on their national TV that Nigerians are 200 and something million. So if about 200 people die, then what has happened? You see, they don't feel it. They don't have that compassion. And I will tell you one thing: some Nigerians are cannibals. They eat human flesh, even
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
food.
That's
You
Igbo
see,
people. Yeah, they eat human flesh.
yes.
Mm.
And so
Saras,
when you go to, there are some villages. One girl told me that there are some villages when you go there, the markets, when you go there to buy meat, they will ask you whether you want bush meat or house meat. If they say house meat, it means human flesh. You see,
God.
not quite long, there was somewhere in Sunyane where a Nigerian killed somebody, roasted that person, and he was selling it on the market for people to buy it.
Now
Yes, in Sunyane.
he used to take it
You
to
say,
restaurants like chop bites and all that. So people,
uh-huh. You
especially the
see,
men, when you go home, you don't
and
want to eat
so
home.
if a car knocks somebody in Nigeria and the person is lying, I've never been to Nigeria before. I stepped there, but I have a whole lot of friends and relatives who live there. And
So
the dead person is there, or the person is not even dead. They won't even take the person to hospital. Or what you see is somebody will come and cut the hand off, somebody will come and cut the head off, somebody will come and take maybe the tongue or the intestine or something. They are all going to use it for rituals. And so if you have a set of people with this kind of attitude coming into your country, you should know that you are not going to get anything. Look, I will tell you one thing. Nigerians, they practice even female circumcision. As at now, I don't know whether South Africans you do that. The Kikuyu tribe is the tribe that I learned they do that, and then the Somalian. But the Nigerians, they practice female circumcision. Now, you say it. And so you have this so kind of culture mixed with
yeah,
wickedness and no compassion imbibed in them, ingrained in them. And so they come out, they come to your country, and they want to bring that kind of attitude into that country. That is why they behave like that. I know
Mm.
Nigerians very well. I know them very,
you
very
know,
well.
And
You
that's
say
these
it.
are
that's a great
the
point. Yeah, that's a great
and
point.
these are the kind
Yeah.
of people we need them to, associate ourselves with. These kind of people. Oh my goodness. Sure.
Okay,
It's
Yes,
someone
it's
this
says Kukuyus. I think
guys,
that the
man.
Kenyan says Kukuyus don't circumcise.
Kikuyus don't do that.
What is Kiku? What is that? What is
Yeah,
Kikuyus?
it's a tribe in, I think, Kenya.
In Kenya, yeah, the largest tribe in Kenya, Kikuyu
Yeah,
tribe. Yes,
yeah.
and I learned
Oh,
they don't marry outsiders because of what they do. That Kikuyu people don't marry outsiders; they marry among themselves. The Kikuyu tribe in Kenya, they also do female circumcision, and then the Somalians, they also do that.
Uh, mhm.
And one
Okay,
thing that
on this.
yes, like
there's a Kenyan saying that their president's daughter is married to a Nigerian. The one thing that
Yeah,
I tell you, they also use marriages as a way to step up. When they go into a society, they teach,
that's their first thing. That's the first thing
yeah,
they do.
they
You know, they
use
uh
teach
marriages
you.
as a means to secure themselves. So when they go into any society like in Ghana, they go around. I mean, I've noticed a lot of girls now from a very prominent home, they're married to Nigerians. There we go. Yeah,
Mhm.
in Ghana. So they will seek the prominent families and they make sure they implant themselves in there. But the question is, if you're coming to live with the people peacefully, that's okay. But
yeah. Yes. You
yes,
know?
like our minister of Home Affairs have banned that if you marry someone, you get a citizenship. They've banned it because of Nigerians. In other African countries, they're using that to get South African citizenship. So they've banned that if you marry a South African, you get a citizenship. You
I
won't
think
get
Ghana should
even.
do the same.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ghana
they've
should do
banned
the
that.
Mhm.
same.
Our Home Affairs have frozen 700,000 ITs. Most of those ITs are Nigerians. Have frozen them. So you must go and explain to the Home Affairs, where did you get that IT? You must convince, just like what they've said to Chitima. You must go and verify, classify. Because why must we give you that citizenship? Because they don't understand how do you get it. So we've banned that law that says that if you marry a South African, you get a citizenship. So I suggest you guys must do the same
Yeah,
because they're
yeah,
taking
yeah,
advantages of that.
yeah.
I don't know why these people, are forcing themselves on us because in first place, you don't respect us. Ghana is a village to you, a neighboring village, common Ghana of yesterday, and so on and so forth. So what do you need from us? What do you need from us? And look at these people, the Eurobus. Eurobus told us how long they have been in Ghana, but they did not tell us what brought them. Okay. And they came and gave us false, history. And this is an insult to Ghanaians because they thought we don't know our history. And then we did not see any leader or the leaders came out and gave us, what do you call it, press conference to educate the young ones coming that what Yoruba people came out to say was wrong. Okay, they didn't give us the definite, answer or definite history about them. So some of us, or the Ghanaians who don't read history, would have, accepted what they said. Okay, so I don't know what is going on in Ghana. We need to
To
wake up.
see
We need to
is
rise up. We need to do something
Mr.
fast.
Raj,
Yeah, I want
Mr.
us
Raj, to
to
see that
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
I want
yes,
us to
like to
watch
see that
this.
these
I want
people
us to
are
watch this last
to see
clip,
that
and then we close for the day.
okay, Rash, if you give me 2 minutes, I think the our guest here is from Kenya, and he is saying that Kikuyus don't circumcise, and he says
Yes.
Kikuyus marry other people a lot than anyone, and they do not want something tribe. It's not prevalent. Please, if you are hearing us, which tribe in Kenya do circumcise? If you can tell us. Okay, Rash, go
I
on.
think, yeah, I think she's
Yeah.
listed them.
She said the Maasai.
Sambru.
Is the Maasai people who circumcise?
Yeah, he
Yes.
said, I think he's listed about
Okay,
3 tribes underneath, 3 tribes, just
Yes.
under that comment. He's listed 3 tribes there.
okay. I've not seen it here, but I
yes,
only
yes,
saw the Kikuyu one.
Yeah,
Are Somali
I've
do
tagged it on the screen. So it
the
says
Maasai too? Okay.
Somali do
Uh-huh.
female genital mutilation and
Yeah,
Maasai
yeah,
too.
yeah. That's why I was right. And then Maasai. Okay, then it's not the Kikuyu, the Maasai. Okay. Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you,
yes,
my
like
brother or my
Mr. Raj,
sister.
like Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Raj.
All right.
I think like
Yeah.
few days ago we posted a video of a Nigerian. I think he was doing a human trafficking to that boy. He was trying to sell that boy, a Nigerian woman trying to sell that boy.
Yeah, for
For
300,000
300,
learners.
yeah,
If
300.
if a mother do this to a child, okay, do you see how evil these people are?
Yeah.
This is super evil. This is I don't know how I don't have words to explain, but this is nonsense. If a mother
Yeah,
can kidnap
And it
a
surprised
child,
me in the whole of Africa, it's like they are the only ones doing this.
yeah. And they said it's Igbo tribe. Yeah, because I don't know where they need money for.
even if they say it's Igbo tribe, but at the end of the day, they are Nigerians. All of
Yes,
them.
yes.
Yeah,
They are
they are all
Nigerians.
Nigerian.
We paint them with the same brush. We paint them with the same brush. They are Nigerians. They are one.
Yeah, but
One.
Oro, you know that there's Igbo king in our country, and he came out and warned Ghanaians that when any Nigeria does something wrong, we should go and see that person if that person is Igbo or Yoruba or whatever. I was out, and then I sent a message to them that we don't have your time. We can never, Ghanaians don't have your time to go and ask the person who committed crime, where are you from? Are you Igbo? Are you Yoruba? Does it make sense to us? Do we care about that? Nigeria is Nigeria. Because if Ghanaians go out and commit offense or something, I don't think they're going to ask them, "Are you Ashanti? Or are you Infanti? Or are
They
you
just
this
say
and that?"
Ghanaians, yeah.
So far as you are a Ghanaian, you are a Ghanaian, and that is why our forefathers they trained us very well. Okay, we know the word, they understand the word courtesy. We know that. So wherever we go, we do that because that is what we were trained. We were trained for. That's why our forefathers, our mothers, our fathers, that is how they train us. So if you don't want anybody to mention your name, then pack your tools and go to your country, sit down with your people and educate them. Simple. Okay? Because we don't have time. We don't have their time to go and ask, who are you? Are you Igbo? Are you Yoruba? No. Nobody can do that. Okay? So that man is in Ghana, come out with, talk with authority as if he is part of Ghanaians because he's married to Ghanaian. Who cares? If you are married to a Ghanaian, so we should sit down for you to come and destroy our country. And when his people do something wrong, and then the law, they have to face the law, this man will go and pay money. And then the next day you see his people out there. You see what I mean? So I don't know. Sometimes you think about this and then you ask yourself, what kind of leaders we have in Ghana? What kind of leaders?
Yeah, stop it.
Yes. How can he come from his country and then tell us what to do? Can we go to Nigeria? And the people, 1983, people who had a chance to go to Nigeria, when they are telling you what they pass through in Nigeria, like when you see a Nigeria in your country, you will pour gas on that person and burn that person alive. You know what they put our people? You know what they put our people? Even you will buy the land, and then later they will come and tell you that you are not Nigerian, and they take that land from you.
Someone in the comment section is saying, even in Philippines, some Nigerians were arrested last week for kidnapping a fellow Nigerian.
Yes, kidnapping is part of their life. It's normal to them. So we haven't seen it, but to them it's normal. If a Nigerian woman tells you she is a businesswoman trading in Europe and that, it means that she imports people from Nigeria to do prostitution. That is the 90% of it is that. You see it. And so kidnappings and this ritual murdering is normal to a Nigerian. It's new to us. We frown on it, but to them, it's something normal because it's a part of their culture. It's part of their culture. What do you want someone who is a cannibal to do? What do you expect such a person to do? The person eats human flesh. Yes, he eats human flesh. Before he kills somebody, you have to kidnap that person and kill him. And so what do you expect him to do? It's normal to a Nigerian. Kidnapping is normal to them. It's not a new thing. It's not a crime.
Do you know another reason of why Nigerians hate their country? I saw this video. They said that 60% of Nigerians don't have toilet. So they shit everywhere they go. They shit everywhere they go. Even on beaches, they shit. How can you shit on a beach?
Again.
This so this thing is serious, guys. 60%
and they
of
eat dogs.
So
and they eat dogs. They eat dogs. They eat cow food. That's a West African problem. That's a West African problem.
How's that normal for you to like if it on the beach? Like, come on, guys. Come on, guys. So
I want us to listen to this Nigerian. That's the last video for you.
I really 100%. I do not blame South Africans for not taking to Nigerians, to be honest.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yes.
I'd like to know
I
why.
am telling you, I have several times have put myself in their shoes. When you hear some of the things our brothers do, it just breaks my heart.
Okay.
It breaks my heart. Now, how do you explain to say, I am not like that? I've been stopped by the cops and immediately they just think negative once they find out that I'm Nigerian. that I'm Nigerian, and when I relate with them with respect, one of the questions they've often asked is, "Are you sure you're Nigerian?" And one of the days I asked, I was like, "Okay, why are you asking
those questions
if I'm sure that I'm Nigerian?" I said, "Because you guys are very rude." Says, "Unfortunately, your brothers are very rude. You know, even if I stop you and even if you have all your documents, it is my right and my duty to ask for them."
Yeah.
So, but when I ask for their documents, they start flipping and being angry. Even when we want to, they've searched my car a few times, and I'm like, "No, it's fine. You're doing your job. Search. I know you're not going to find anything. So search. Use whatever you want to do. You're doing your job." And I appreciate them for doing their jobs. And most times they find my CDs in my cars. They're like, "Ah, is this you?" "Yeah, it's me. That's what I do." And, I would get talking and be like, "Are you sure you're Nigerian?" So when you hear things like that, you would see that, okay, why be arrogant to someone who is doing his job?
True.
Yes, can I
It's so
can I
sad
make a
though.
quick comment?
Yeah, Vio, let me start with you. What do
Yes,
you
like
think?
I as South Africans now we have this mentality now that Nigerians are bad people. Like if I see a Nigerian, I see a brother. If I see a Ghanaian, I see a brother. But when I see a Nigerian, you see, I think of human trafficking. I think of all those stuffs. So they've built this reputation for themselves. So so they are good Nigerians. They are good Nigerians, but most of them they've created a bad reputation for the entire Nigeria. That's what I can say. That's what I can say.
All right.
Like if we say a Nigerian,
And-
if I say Nigerians, I think about drug trafficking. I think about all those things.
mm, yeah.
Yes, of
And
course
I
there are
mean,
some good Nigerians, but unfortunately, we never met good Nigerians. They are
You
good,
s-
but unfortunately, we never met them.
mm,
We met their brothers that are committing crime.
Yeah, you won't meet them because when you take 100% of Nigerians, you will get only 5% who are good. And what are you going to use
Yeah,
5% for or 10% for? So we classify them as bad people. We don't.
yes, yes. We can't
We
say
never.
some
We've
Nigerians.
never met good Nigerians.
Yes.
unfortunately, what?
So
Oh, I was gonna say, unfortunately, the good Nigerians they don't come to African countries. They go elsewhere. They go to Europe, America. The good ones. The
Mm-hmm.
ones we get in Ghana are the rough end.
Mm-hmm.
The rough end of Nigerians, and nobody wants the rough end of immigration. No country. The good ones, they go somewhere else. They don't come to Ghana. They don't. Otherwise, why would we complain? Why would we complain? We get the rough end of Nigerians in Ghana and most African countries, unfortunately. Most
yes,
African countries get the
yes.
rough end.
They've built a
So,
bad reputation for themselves. So
hmm?
they've built a reputation every time. As I'm saying, me personal, every time I see a Nigerian, I think of all those negative things that they are doing in our country. So we never met them, good Nigerians. We met their brothers that are committing crimes. So that's my take on this one.
yeah,
all right.
that's exactly the same thing I would say. The good
Okay.
ones, they are not in Africa, not in Ghana anyway.
All right. Angie,
Yes.
um, what's your take on the guys? Comment.
Yeah. That guy. I feel pity for him. You know, I feel pity for him because his people are bad, and wherever they go, they show their bad characters, bad behaviors, and that has affected him. So he's talking. I mean,
Out of
he knows
prison.
what he's going through. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So what can we say about this? It's their own fault. It's their own fault. If you don't train your kids when they are little. So even the Bible has said it. Teach your child the way they should go so that when they grow up, they will not depart from it. I took my case. My son was 2 years and my daughter was 1 year. We went to grocery store, and then after I finished everything, I paid. So when I was driving, I saw them in the mirror that they were eating Kit Kats. But when we went to the store, I did not buy any Kit Kat. So when I parked my car, I asked them, "Where did you get this from?" And then my son pinpoints my daughter, and my daughter points my son. So I brought them home. My husband wasn't home. So I took my husband's belt and beat them, as you know. So when my husband came home, I told him, and then he also took them to the store and talked to the store manager that pretend to call the police. So as soon as the manager picked up the phone, then my husband said, "Come and see your kids." They were on their knees crying. They won't do that again, blah, blah, blah. And then the manager said, "Okay, this should be your first and last." They said, "Okay." So my husband gave them the card, pick up another key card for them to go to self-checkout and paid for. Right now, my son is 17 to 18. My daughter is 16. They never, sometimes I leave money home. By the time I come home, they pack all the money and say, "Mommy, this is your money." Okay? That is how we train people. Huh? Don't think your kids are doing something wrong. So you will pamper them, you will follow them, you back them when the same way is going on in Nigeria. The same way the oldest come out and defend their people when they go to people's country and begin to behave anyhow. Instead of them to come out and condemn their people, they will come and back them. They will come and support them. Do you think Nigeria is going to be better like Ghana? No. Or South Africa? Or Kenya? No. Because they think, commit crime is a smarter thing to do in the world. It's where they can get the money from. But that is now not how it's supposed to be. So if they are listening to me, it's never too late. They can, gather their people and, put some senses into their scores so that the young ones coming, they will know their do's and don'ts. They are the people causing problems everywhere they go. Ghanaians, we know our roots. We know our fathers, our mothers, they didn't have. So we didn't put them into trouble. So they also took their time to, teach us the good things. And that is the reason why wherever Ghanaians go, they embrace us. If they my job that I do, I told them I'm leaving. They said, no. We can't afford for you to leave this job. And I said, "Okay, give me money, I will stay. Give me more money, I will stay." But where I work now, there's no any Nigeria working there. Why? Because they always say that Nigerians are bad. Why? Nigerians, we don't hate you. We hate your attitude. Please change so that Africa will be a peaceful place for all of us. Okay? So that's why I would say, yeah. So the others will teach them when their people go wrong.
All right, Ghana.
Well, Sister Vic was saying that the good ones goes to Europe. Now, if the good ones comes to Europe or they go to America, Europe will not be deporting hundreds of Nigerians from the European continent. They are everywhere. The bad ones are everywhere. Look, when we read the Bible, we say Paul was saying in First Corinthians that a little leaveneth the whole lump. You see, I say morka and they say the whole dough. And so they should take the leaven out of the lump so that they will become a new lump. If they want to be, if the good ones among them wants to be recognized and appreciated and then respected, and then this label taken away from them, then they should come up and then take away all the criminal activities that most of their people are doing and change them so that they will become a whole new set of people. But if they go on defending crimes, bad acts are everywhere and all that. I know there are bad acts everywhere. Ghanaians, we have criminals in our country, but we don't export criminals out of Ghana. But these people, they will export them to other people's country, and when the other countries they rise up, they begin to tell them, oh, they are xenophobic, they are haters, they are envious. Or who hates a Nigerian? Nobody hates a Nigerian. Nigeria is a third world country, a destitute country like Ghana, like any other third world country. So who hates who? What can a Nigerian do that a Ghanaian cannot do, or a black man anywhere cannot do? And so what is that hate coming from? Nobody hates them. But we don't like what they are doing. You cannot come to my country and then kidnap my child, kill them, eat them alive, take their hearts, go and sell it, and then you think I should embrace you. Who will ever do such a thing? Nobody will do such a thing. And so if the good ones wants to be respected, then they should give the bad people out. Make sure that they are punished, and then they try to change them. Look at the number of children that are roaming up on the streets, sleeping in hotels. I think Raj, you ran a video on that.
Yeah.
Do you expect these children, these street children, to grow up and become a good adults? No way. No way. And so if they don't actually sit down and then try to put things right, the whole Africa is going to suffer. I'm afraid, with their character, because they are the most populous in Africa, even in the whole world. Black country, the most populous black country in the whole world.
Okay. All right. Vuyo.
Yes.
Yeah. If you can give your last, words, so we.
My last word is that let me share, please. Let me share quick a short story. Just I won't take even 3 minutes. Last year, early this year, there were students from South Africa, Somalia, I think Kenya, and Nigeria. They were admitted to go and study in the UK. When those students got there, only the Nigerian students were rejected. Can you imagine? So all these other African countries were admitted to study in the UK. Only the Nigerians were rejected to go and study in the UK. So this shows you that all over the world, these people, they don't want these people. So my word is that let's stand up for these people, man. Let's stand up for let's ban them from coming into our countries. Let them go and do all those illegal activities in their country. And they must stop deporting their population in our country, because we don't overpopulate their country. So yes, let's stand up for these people, because they will destroy this continent. So that's my take.
All right. And to the viewers out there, if in case you're from Kenya or any other country and all that, if you want to be part of the live, if you want to partake in the live sections, you can send me a WhatsApp message with the number on the screen. Then we take it on from there, because I do get calls and messages from other nationals, like African countries, our neighboring countries, wanting to be part of it, but they don't know how to, get onto it. So if you are out there in any other African country and wants to be part of it, please take the number on the screen, send me a WhatsApp message, and from time to time we'll be, bringing others on as well. Okay, so on this note, I want to thank you guys.
One minute, please, Raj. Vuyo.
Okay.
Vuyo.
Yes,
Vuyo, are you listening?
Yes.
Yeah, the other day I was telling you I have a close South African friend who lives in Leicester, UK, and he told me the brother is a king. I asked him. He said
Oh,
the
okay,
brother
okay, okay, okay. You know,
the
I've even
brother is
forgot.
called King. He says the brother is called King Maswati, and he is from
King Mswati.
Maskososeviti. I don't know how to pronounce the town. That is Maskhoshetivi. That's the place where he is the king.
Okay,
He said
so
King Maswati.
oh, he's from a king family.
Yeah, that's what he told me. Well, Rash will send you the actual name, the spelling, because I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
pronounce it. Rash will
As
send it
I've
to
never
you.
heard of I've never heard of that name
Okay.
before, but yes, I've never heard of
If
that
Rash
name,
send
but
you, if
we
Rash
do.
send you the name, you know who that person is.
Okay.
Yeah, after the live, I'll send it to you.
His brother is
All
a
right.
close friend of mine.
Okay. Oh, yeah, sorry about the video that we just watched. To be honest, I'm speechless. But I take my people, South Africans, to be very careful what they eat and what they drink. Okay.
We should all be
Yes.
careful about what we eat because we are doing a lot of bad things to ourselves. The fake product and the nasty thing like what you showed us is very, very bad. We should all be very careful what we eat on that continent now because you can't
Yeah.
trust anything that anybody is selling. You need to be careful.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
Ganaba.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want you to watch the screen. I've placed a comment on the screen. Is that the name of
Okay.
the
No, that's you brought the town before the name. The name is King Maswati, Mswati.
okay, then that's exactly what the person is talking about.
Okay. So he's the king in Swaziland.
If
Yeah,
it's
so
King
in
Mswati
Swaziland.
from
Okay.
Swaziland, she's
Okay.
speaking the truth. If it's King Mswati, it's from Swaziland, not South Africa.
Oh, I see. Okay. So
Yes, but
Swaziland is not in
thank you
South
for
Africa.
It's
thank
in
you for
South
your
Africa.
feedback.
It's inside South Africa.
It's the country
Okay.
in the county, you know.
Not really inside South Africa,
Oh,
but
I'm a Ghana.
Oh, I'm a village.
I'm a Ghana.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
I made it.
Oh,
What happened?
All
What
right,
happened
I've
to
been
your
trying.
phone?
You know what? The browser Chrome is doing too much. So I don't know. It keeps trying to load an app. It's called RCS Chat, and I think it keeps forcing itself on me. So I've changed my browser, and then I was able to come in because I'm using the Firefox now. You know, they are not too intrusive, so I was able to make it in.
oh, too bad. We
Yes,
didn't ended the.
Oh, really?
yes, I
Oh
want to
yeah.
take.
So we're just signing off.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Because
too bad.
Yes,
I've been
I
trying.
would like to.
Yeah. So I'll just
Yes,
There was this particular clip I wanted us to react on, but I was trying to load it. It was giving me issues. So the next live session, I'm going to bring that on board, and it is very interesting. It's very interesting. On the next live, I'm going to bring that on board, so we discuss that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry, Amma. We missed your contribution today.
Thanks for your
I
impact,
listened
guys.
in a bit.
You said.
Okay.
Thanks for your impact.
Okay. You have a nice time.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Have a nice day, everyone. I'm a Ghana. I'll call you. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Oh, it's too bad.
Bye bye.